the ambiance. The ambiance. Um, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi, and good afternoon and evening to everybody. I wanted to come for a few reasons. I have some things that I wanted to share and bring with or to you. And then also, as always, I want to open it up for whatever you guys want to talk about. You can ask me any question. You can bring up any topic, whatever. All right. I always remind you these streams are about you. Again, I repeat myself to say that I do these as a honor, really, for you. Many of you have been with me since 2014 when I was on my way to a mega channel, 23,000 subscribers, well over 4.5 million views on my channel, 2,000 videos plus. I'm very proud. Again, I repeat that you can see where you're being watched and we have subscribers. And I had over 26 countries in Africa where I had subscribers. And all of that. But many of you have been with me. And so the live stream for me is an homage really to the people that follow me, who when I go live they tune in. That's why I'm here, because it's an opportunity for you to be with me and me with you in real time, like right now. You know, if I record a video and you see it, then it's like you can leave a comment and you can receive the information, and that's fine. But this is a different level from that, you know. It's because it's real time, and I get a chance to know what's on your mind as I'm speaking, versus when I do a recorded video and I have to wait to read your comments. You know, I can read them right now. Or can I? Wait, y'all. Urgh. Wait, oh, my bad. So I do these for that reason. And especially now, um, in the climate of genocide against our people, um, it's an opportunity for us to be together, you know, in real time. You know, plus I love my people incessantly and passionately and endlessly. And so it's also something that I can do extra to show that I give a damn, you know. I remind you, if you're watching and hearing me, you need to thumbs up the stream. As an oppressed African, that translates across every single avenue of my existence in this asshole of the devil. So I have, I think, 3,500 subscribers, but nobody gets notifications. When you subscribe and then you hit that bell, you're supposed to get a notification when I release anything or go live or do anything else on the earth. But that doesn't seem to really happen. So we have a little bit more control on this. So let us do I always tell you, we have to control the things that we can control. So you must thumbs up the stream, A, out of appreciation for me, and B, because when you thumbs up, then it catches the algorithm and more people know that we're here, our people, and they can come and be a part of the stream. So you must thumbs up. So hit the thumbs up or the like button as you know it right now. I had somebody recently, a couple streams ago, and I didn't take the comment down because I don't care, you know. As I always tell you, there's no rock or arrow you're going to throw at me that's going to penetrate my shield. It just won't. But somebody was highly ass hurt that I kept saying thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Well, damn it, thumbs up, and then I won't say it anymore. It's that simple. It's like somebody, you know, you always see these court shows where you have the plaintiff and then you have the defendant. And usually the defendant owes the plaintiff money. And the plaintiff is laying out an eloquent case of why this tired person on the other side owes them money. And then invariably, all the time, you see the defendant say their counterclaim is usually for harassment. Tell me about your claim for harassment. Well, they were calling me incessantly and showing up at my house and calling me names and this and the third. And why were they doing that? Because you owe them money. You paid them their money. They done. They cool. They not coming for you no more. It's done. So this is that. You don't want to hear me keep saying thumbs up, then hit the like button right now, and then we can just move on. You feel me? It's no big deal. We're done. We're done. We did that. We're done. You see? So don't hold out. You're sitting there watching me and listening to me thumbs up the stream. We have, oh my God, we have nearly 10 people that need to thumbs up. I think it's 7 people. The thumbs up, the live stream, or the thumbs up needs to match the views, everybody. You can see them for yourself. So we have 33 people watching. We have 28 thumbs up. So we got 5 people that need to thumbs up, or 4 people. Got 3 people now that need to thumbs up, and then we can move on. 2 people need to thumbs up now, and then we can move on. 2 people need to thumbs up. Need to hit the like button and thumbs up so we can move on. 1 person now needs to hit the thumbs up. 1 itty bitty person. 1 tired, melanated, tacky person needs to hit the thumbs up so we can move on. Okay, now, perfect. The thumbs up outrates the viewership, so we're happy with that. All right. So the first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to go through, I want to make a general statement. And I want to say that I personally don't know. Okay, I take that back, because just before I went live, I called my sister in New York, and being the tacky, uninspired individual that she is, she neglected to call me on Wednesday and let me know she had gotten her stimulus check. You couldn't call me? Anyway, because I was just about to say, I don't know anybody that has gotten it. I don't. But she's the only person that I know that has gotten it. All right, that's first. Yet, they claim that 80 million people have gotten stimulus money. I'm not one of the 80 million. So, but isn't it interesting that isn't it interesting that we are the people that have been targeted with this virus on purpose? There's no question in my mind about that. And I saw even something, well, let me say this first. We're being targeted, and then you have so many thousands of us that have been murdered. I call it murder. And the very people that are being murdered either won't get a check because they are dead, or still haven't gotten it because they're dragging their ass on us. Because at the end of the day, this could be a small shift in economic balance. A small shift in economic balance. Because I'll put it on a micro scale so that many of you can just understand it outright, even if you're a 5-year-old. So whatever your income is, and now be pre-murder, because we're calling this murder. So pre-murder, you were, week to week, you get your check and blah, blah, blah. But you didn't really have any savings. And, oh my God, I'm really not able to get that tire fixed that's got a slow leak. And the kids need new shoes, but I just can't get them because I still got to put food on the table and there's other stuff that you got to prioritize. Now enter money. Free money. This changes it. I know this since I'm a teenager, even though I'm only 25 now. K.R. Watkins, in case she's watching. Anyways, I got to turn this on so I can look at your comments. I've known this since I was a teenager, everybody, because I started something back when I was a teenager. I started promoting for my family to have family meetings. Like, I could feel my family, the cohesiveness starting to it was barely, but I could feel it. And so one of the things I said at one of our first meetings, the universe gave me this. I brought up and I said, from now on, we don't loan money. If a family member asks you for money and you have it to give it to them. This was before I was even as learned about my way of life as a Muslim now. You know, I didn't know this. This was just on my heart. It was just righteousness, you know. And because I understood inherently that sometimes people don't need a hand out. They need a hand up. I'll extend it a little further for you. This is one of the things that makes me sick in life. When somebody says, you know, can I come stay with you for a little bit? And they almost always automatically offer rent. That makes me sick. And if they don't offer it, you tell them this is what they got to pay. Stop it. Stop it. Because I have had people stay with me and they will all tell you he will not take a single dime because you need a hand up. If you're paying me rent, that's holding you back from the goal of getting your own. You have to do this. If you're under the sound of my voice right now and you have somebody staying with you, or you know somebody that's having somebody stay with them, you tell them or you tell yourself right now, they don't got to pay you no rent. Stop it. Stop it. Because I was paying my rent before you showed up. I can pay my rent while you're here. And I don't have a lot of rules. Clean up what you messed up. That's it. If you don't mess up, you don't clean up. That's easy. You see? Clean up what you mess up and save your money. You understand? And I may want to look in every once and again just to see that you're saving. Because it's about you. It's your show. It's not about me. It's not about me. It's about you. I just want you to succeed. You have to be willing to do that. And so that's what this stimulus is essentially. It's that hand up that you normally wouldn't have had, especially as an African person. It's a hand up. And for some people, it's really a hands up. Because if you're married, boom, it's not $1,200, it's $2,400 because it's $1,200 per person. If you have children under 17, boom, that's another $500 per child. You understand? Plus, if you're on unemployment, you get the unemployment that you're already getting from the state, and then the federal government also gives you another $600. So you got your $600 plus your regular unemployment, plus the $500 per child, plus the $1,200 for each adult. You are coming up. You understand? You won't be at any soiree with Oprah in Provence anytime soon, but damn it, it's more than you had. Now suddenly you can get those shoes the kids need, and you can get that tire fixed. You understand? And there's some other little things that you had to deprioritize because there was other things that were more significant and more important. That's what this is about, and they know that. So they're very nervous about how this will, because they're calling it economic impact payments. So don't you know they're definitely interested in how this impacts our black ass. And don't think everybody's got a social security number. I'm sure somewhere at the IRS it says the letter for your race next to it. No question in my mind about that. Not a doubt do I have that they know the race. Because they've already said, first they were giving the money to the people who filed a 2018 and a 2019 tax return. But then they would start with the lowest income amongst them. How do they know that? And then the next group was supposed to be people on Social Security, disability, or survivor's benefits, or retirement, who filed a 2018 or 19 return. Then they were going to the people, that same group of people who didn't file because they didn't need to because their income isn't enough. Then after that, they're going to the SSI people. And the difference between SSI and Social Security, I learned, is SSI is paid by the government general fund. It does not come out of the Bank of Social Security. However, the Social Security Administration administers the money. So they give the SSI people the money, and then the government reimburses them, like, thank you for doing that for my homie type thing. All right. So, uh, so that then it goes to them. Then then after that, they're supposed to release paper checks, and those are supposed to start with the lowest income people and move it. My point is, if they know that detail, it's not just Social Security number and send it out. If they know that detail, they know you're an African. They know. They know. They know. No need for black folks to ever answer a census. You feel me? They know where we at because they make sure they know. Understand that. Understand that fact. I'm going to pull this up now so I can start seeing you guys' comments of what you're talking about. So, also in this stream, if you are someone who has gotten your stimulus money, then do share that with us, because I contend that now, because they're moving that all the checks haven't even gone out, and they're already talking about let's reopen the country. So I can imagine we've killed off our quota of black people now, and we know the ones that are infected that are going to die. So now we can reopen the country, and now we don't need to pay the rest of those people because the crisis is over. I can imagine that. Will that happen? I don't know. But I always tell you, any evil that I can conceive, white people will do and have done. Period. This is their nature as I experience it in my time served on earth. All right? Not up for discussion or debate. It's just not. That's my truth. Wait now. So, so like I say, my sister is the only one that I know that's gotten any stimulus money. She's the only person. And if 80 million people got their money, I should know more than that. People should just be calling me. Jedi, I got mine. Jedi, I got mine. You feel me? Just not hearing that. So it's very curious. It's very curious. And we are dying every day. So many of us. So many of us. So many of us. So many. Inna lillahi wa inna alayhi raja'un. And we make dua for those who have passed away. And it's a lonely death because your family can't be with you. They can't get to you. And every single story, I was even watching earlier this morning, every single story of success, and they came through, and all with somebody white. I even saw on Dr. Oz, I feel like it was yesterday, first he had a white man, then he had 3 white women, I think it was, him, and then her, the girl, and then it was like 4 people, all white. And every time I see on CNN, just randomly turning CNN or MSNBC, and they're talking about the people that, the miracle story, and oh my God, they made it. Even there was a 90-something-year-old white dude that pulled through last minute, and, Okay, we've got at least 10 people that need to thumbs up the stream, everybody. Thumbs up the stream. It takes 1 second, and that's the cost of admission and participation. You are participating. Do you understand? So hit the thumbs up, hit the like, so that our stream is more seen and more of my people can come and be a part of this stream, all right? Because we don't get the notifications. We just don't. We just don't. You know. And interesting also, everybody, you'll remember somebody even mentioned it in the comments early on when we started out talking about this subject when it first broke out. That they were saying if you talk about the subject, YouTube won't monetize your video. Well, they don't monetize shit I do anyway, because I'm not a sissy, I'm not an alphabet, I'm not the bullshit on here fighting or rapping or doing something ghetto. I proclaim the white man is the devil. I proclaim the truth about oppression and murder of my people, and on down the list I go, and I talk about politics, and I talk about religion, and I'm very serious, and they don't like that. Because white people don't like the truth. It's like throwing holy water on a vampire. I've told you that a million times. You understand? So, but isn't it interesting? Because they're consistent with their evil. Because anytime one of us has been murdered by the police, anytime we talk about our issues that affect us, it's not advertiser friendly. So, this affects us. So it's not advertiser friendly. But you go and click on the white boys channels, and you can't click past the ads fast enough. You see? Devilish. Devils all. Devils all. Devils all. Born evil. Born. Do you understand? Not inherited, not happened into it, didn't learn it. Born evil. Born. Do you understand? Born. Let me shout out some of you guys. Before I do that, because I noticed watching some of my streams back, I go to your comments and there's stuff I forget to say, or I start to say something to you and then I realize I didn't go back to that. So let me get it out and then I'll go to your comments. But do leave your comments, because I'm going to read everything. I'm going to shout everybody out and all that stuff like I always do. All right. So this is consistent. It mostly affects us because it was targeted to us. America has the highest cases of this of every other country combined. And we make up the largest number of people being killed off. And I don't see any survivor stories related to us. I even saw today, wallahi, two tragic stories. One was a white couple, and the man died. One was a white heifer with a black dude, because we're not calling him an African, we're not calling him a brother. Once you do that, you're not an African and you're not our brother. We have to make that distinction. We just have to. So she was with a black dude and he died off. You see? This is on purpose, everybody. Because, and it's going to be true whether I say it or not, whether you believe it or not, is insignificant to me. The truth just is. That's why I love it so much, because it's indisputable. You see, it's like farting and walking out the room. They gonna smell it. It don't matter what they think about it. I did it and I did it. So what? I did it. I did it. Done. You feel me? It's gonna be there. What? This is that. That's what truth is. That's what it is for me. It's just gonna be. You don't gotta like it. You don't have to. I don't care what you think. It's gonna be. It's gonna be. It's gonna be. So they are obsessed, and they're the only ones obsessed with, in fact, I don't know if any other country even keeps a census, quite frankly. I'd like to know that. I just realized I don't know that. Let's find that out. Do any other countries do a census, everybody? Does anybody else do a census? I'd like to know that. Let's ask the white heifer. White heifer, what countries besides the United States conduct a census? She's trying to act like she don't hear me now. Feel me? I mean, it just.
Here is information from Investopedia.
Thank you, Heffa. Just not really seeing anything. Republico del El Salvador, the Republic of Zimbabwe, Guam, which is a U.S. territory, so that don't count, and the Virgin Islands don't count because that's still part of this. So you only have two countries essentially: Republico de El Salvador and the Republic of Zimbabwe. That's it. Nobody else feels the need to do a census. Just not interested. Don't need it. And why they're obsessed? Because they are concerned with white supremacy and being number one and being the best and being the most and being fucking being. You understand what I'm telling you? So this is consistent. I've said since 2014, and before you even knew me, I said, I know they're not the majority in this country. I know it. I know it because the universe whispers to me. I'm a student of the one who created me and all things. And this is what he's allowed me to know. I know it. I know it. I know it. You understand? That's essential. I know it. I know it. I know it. And isn't it interesting because the census is only taken every 10 years, and this is a census year. Did not see that coming. Did not see that coming. And this broke out after they started the census. Very interesting. Very provocative, you see. And it's an election year, you know. So I see motive and I see opportunity. That's what I see. That's what I see, you know. And we need to see this as that. You know, just the other night, I feel like it might have been Friday night. Could have been Thursday. Anyway, there was a helicopter that was flying over my house in my area for at least 40 minutes. I looked at the clock when I heard it. It was 10:56 p.m. And it went circling, and it would go out and come back and circle. At one point, I went outside and looked up when it was going to make a pass closest to me to see if anything was trailing behind it, if they were spraying anything or something like that. They still could have been spraying. I just couldn't see it because of the night sky. You know what I mean? But I don't hear helicopters. The last time there was a helicopter is because there had been a shooting not too far from where I live. And, you know, that helicopter had a light on it and everything. You know, you could tell they were looking for somebody or something. You know, this wasn't that. You know. So, and then also something else weird happens, you guys. We always do, whenever we do a stream, we always start out and I bitch at you guys about thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Then we also get to a point where the thumbs up is more than the viewership. And then it stays like that, but the viewership doesn't continue to go up. Like right now, we're at 46 views and 51 thumbs up. That's been consistent. I suggest you at some point they make it so people don't know I'm streaming. Because why would that happen? Why? If there's 51 thumbs up, there should be 51 viewers. Where are they at? And, you know, so the white man is the devil. You know what I'm saying? Evil is real. It lives and it breathes and it walks. Do you understand? That's what's real. That's what's real. That's going to be the truth whether I say it or not. I don't give a fuck who don't like it. The other thing I want to say before I get to your shout-outs for you guys and your comments, I want to say once again first, this is murder. This is murder. Murder was the case that they gave me. This is murder. This is murder. this is murder. Because I always tell you, you can't have anomalies. Anomalies are the stench of conspiracy. Just so happens the hardest hit areas in the first place that really broke out in America are the black sections of New York. Not Manhattan, but the Bronx and Brooklyn, you feel me? So then the next place was Louisiana. Anomaly? We think the next hotspot will be Michigan. Anomaly? While they're turning water off for our brothers and sisters during a damn pandemic in Michigan, after the governor put forth an order to put a moratorium on shut off of utilities while you're supposed to be washing your hands every 5 seconds. But the next place was Michigan. We think the next hotspots will be Illinois, the Chicago area. We think the next hotspot could be Baltimore. Stop the video when I lie in this bitch. Do you understand? This is murder, everybody. This is genocide. Once again, this is AIDS. This is Ebola. This is syphilis. And God knows what else they've given us. This is that. And I need you to be clear about it. We're the strongest fucking people on the goddamn earth. We were here, conservative number. We were here some 75,000 years before any white fucking person ever showed up on the face of this bitch. We've been through it all. And now this shit comes along. And by the way, they were just saying yesterday or today, they can't figure out, they had it off on the bottom of the screen. Why does it affect people so differently? That's almost not the most important part. Then the dude up there talking, I think one of them was Sanjay fucking sell out his people as Gupta, was saying, we're just not able to track the biology on it. Just not able to track the biology on it. Really? You can't track the biology on this? Really? One of the first videos I did on this, I told you, they only have two choices. They got to admit that this is murder, or B, they have to admit that we're not the same as them. But they really have to admit both. We're not the same as these fucking people. We just are not, thank God. We're not. By the way, after I just did my rant about the numbers mismatching so much, suddenly the viewership went up over 50. Now it's back to 47. Yet the thumbs up have gone to 53. They are the devil. Do you understand? They are the devil. They are the devil. They are the devil. The other thing I want to say is next week, the 23rd, begins the holy month of Ramadan for Muslims, everybody. And wow. It's, first of all, it's the greatest time that you could be alive as a human being. Sadly, too many of my people don't know that. But that's first. Secondly, it'll be interesting to see how it goes this year, because, usually we have the prayer when we start Ramadan. Then every night you go to the mosque in the evening to break the fast, because you fast all day. Nothing crosses your palate from sun up to sundown. You must have eaten something before the first ray of sun hits the earth. You have to, otherwise you can't fast that day. You can't. So you have to get your ass up and make sure you have something very, very light. You can't pig out and be like, I'm full now, thank God, I'll fast all day. That you've broken the fast now. That day won't count. Because this is the only thing, and my Christians need to hear this, because again, it's going to be true whether you know it or not, whether I say it or not, it's still going to be true. It's just gonna be true. It just is. it, this is the only thing. This is the one thing that the divine, the creator, the one allows you to do for him and blesses you for it. Subhanallah. It's the one thing. So you ask yourself, you claim you love the Lord. What would you do for him? Because that's one of my issues with Christian folks. You claim you love the Lord. So first you get the wrong idea of the Lord, because the Lord never came to earth. He wasn't a man. He didn't send a son. He doesn't have any kids. On and on down the list that goes. I've litigated that. So you don't know the Lord. That's first. But if you knew him, what would you do for him? This is the one who allows me to even do that right now. Or the blood to continue to circulate my body. Or my eyes to blink. Or anything. My heart to beat. Everything. You understand? What would you do for the one who created you? If you can't answer that, you don't know the one that created you. Because your answer should be anything. But then you'd be a Muslim. We can't have that. We can't allow that. That just can't be allowed. Jedi, you're out of bounds. You're out of bounds now. You're out of bounds. You're out of line. So this is the one thing that Allah allows you to do and blesses you for it. You understand? So every day for anywhere from 29 to 31 days, or 28 to 30 days, you fast from sun up to sundown. But it's not just about not eating and drinking. It's also a time of complete holiness. So it's a reset, because even if you've just not gotten it together through the year, this is your chance now. Because Allah pours down so much forgiveness for so much of the things you've done in life, or missteps that you've had, or whatever. And so it's a time of holiness. So usually during that time, many Muslims totally abstain from any and all music, all television that's not Islamic or something holy. And you also have to read a 30th of the Quran every day. So, and it's marked. So by the end of the holy month, you've finished the entire Quran. That's why I always tell my Christian folks, Muslims, we know our book. You don't know yours. You don't. Plus there's 534 versions of it. How would you know it? Which one do you know? If you knew it. So, and then there are those amongst us like myself who know our book and yours and can quote it to you. You see. So then at the end of but in the evenings when you break the fast in the mosque, that is known as iftar. And we eat, and then we also have the Taraweeh prayers, which are that 30th that you read. Now the imam is reciting that in front of the whole congregation when we're behind him, and we're doing the takbirs and going over to ruku, coming back up, and then going all the way down to the ground, Allahu Akbar, coming back and sitting on our feet, then going back over, Allahu Akbar, come back up. That's one rakat, takbir. Again, he starts another section. Then you go over. It's just up and down, up and down, up and down. But that 30th is what he's reciting. You see? So after we break the fast with dates and water, that's what you break it with. If you don't have dates and water, then you break it with what you got. But you're supposed to break it with dates and water. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said a home without dates has no food. No food. Think about that. Think about that. And there was a chick that was on Shark Tank a little while back. She's come up with these date spreads. Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, sits there. He goes, a lot of people don't know about this, But the Bedouins survived for many years in the desert on dates and camel's milk, and there he went. And he was just, I mean, he had his facts. You feel me? But you can do your own research on dates and understand what that means for your human physiology and all of that. All right, and they're delicious, especially if you get the Majul dates. Oh my God, I can't. Anyway, so we break the fast with dates and water, and then we have the fourth prayer of the day, which is normally Maghrib. All right, and then we eat, and then after we eat, then the imam will usually give a talk on something, and then we have the Tarawih prayers. All right. Um, it's also interesting to know, everybody, you have five senses: smell, taste, touch, sight, and smell. Five senses. You have five fingers on this hand, five fingers on this hand, five toes on one foot, five toes on the other foot. Muslims pray 5 times a day. The first prayer of the day is known as Fajr. The next one is known as Duhur. The next one is Asr. The next one is Maghrib. You can't see my feet. And the next one is Isha. That's the 5 prayers, you understand. And I've told you when I show you how we pray, Allah says that 7 bones must touch the ground. It's beautiful. Anyways, I'll be talking a lot about some of the information you guys have heard from me over the years, but I'll be talking more about that certainly once we start the Holy Month next month on the 20th, or next week on the 23rd. All right. I want to go to your comments and shout you guys out first. First, I'll go through and shout people out, and then I'll come back and read your comments. That way you don't get to sit there waiting for me to shout you out. Like, damn, get to me. Okay, so let's shout out Terrence Bowers. So good to see you, brother. Allahu Akbar. Black Beauty, a constant presence. I love you. Betsy, good to see you. Monica Bell. Kiara. Ray Supreme, what's up, my brother? Adriano Stafford, shout out to you. Salawa Infinite Love, shout out to you. Mika Maggie, I love you so much. Oh, Mika, I gotta stop and say this to you. Long before I ever did YouTube, my sister will tell you, we have this thing where we used to make fun because it makes me sick when you call black people and it'd be like, and you talk to them and they just start talking to somebody else while they're on the phone with you, and I'll say hello, 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 like such, hello, hello. That makes me sick and sends me to the hospital. But we started adding such, Mika, hello, Mika. So even now, sometimes I might call my sister, or sometimes she call me, and I'd be like, hello, she'd be like, Mika. I'd be like, Mika, what's that? We just have this thing, so Mika back here. Shout out to Ty Baker. Nubia Nani. Is that Fashionista? Have you changed your name again, or is this somebody else? Because I will, that better not be you, Fashionista, because I will fight you. No, Nubia Nani. Oh, damn. Talk to me. Shout out to Angeline R. CJ Stevenson. So good to see you. Anjane 23. Betsy, if I didn't shout you out already, I feel like I shouted you out already, Betsy. But Betsy, shout out to you. Jack One Uptone. Shout out to you. My Sass, you're also a moderator on here. I see it shows up for you as a moderator. So handle things. Shout out to Christina Harris. I'll come back and read the comments, you guys. Um, Shout out to Everyday People. Um, Shout out to Faith Lewis. Andrea Smith, shout out to you. And Monica Bell. I feel like, I don't know if I shouted you out. I may have shouted you out. I'll go back and read the comments. Again, shout out to Terrence. Um, let's see. Let's get into some comments here. Mika, this is known as a kufi. It's not a hat. This is a kufi. Kufi. Oh my God, I look like my brother right now. And my father. Alright, the stream's over, everybody. Gotta go. Alright. I can't with me. Your entire look is very nice. I will watch on the playback. Love you all, and please stay safe. Alright, Mika. And my prayers for your mother. Ty Baker says, hey, Jedi. Okay. Nubia, what's up, Jedi? Here's a thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you, Angeline, for reminding folks to thumbs up. Appreciate you. Peace and love to you too, Anjane. This is the African way, Jedi. If you're gonna help, then help. I don't know emojis, Betsy, and certainly even on this phone, they're too small for me to see anyway, but even if they were big enough, I don't know them. I don't know what that is. These little brown spots. I don't know. And Ray Supreme says they always ask for race on applications, and that's why I've said to you all over the years, Ray, any of you all that listen to me, when you fill out anything, hear this, when you fill out any documents in this damn nation and it asks for race, you write in stolen African and dare them to question you. I've been writing it for years. Anytime I see anything I'm supposed to put in race, I strike out all the other shit they got there and I write in stolen African. Nobody's ever challenged me on it. What are they going to say? Jack One Uptone. I do know a white dude who hasn't gotten his stimulus money. I'm sure you'll know somebody white that hasn't gotten theirs, but I'm only ever talking about us, Jack One. I'm only ever talking about African people. That's it. I'm here for and about African people. I'm not here for anybody else. I don't have that luxury. My people don't have that luxury. You know, it's like your house is on fire. You see the neighbor's house on fire, but you can't really be concerned about that. I'm trying to put my own fire out. That's what it is for African people. We're at war in this nation. Sass says, I've been out of work for 5 weeks. I've gotten nothing. Zero. Oh my God, Sass. Zero. My stomach is growling. Zero. I feel like I should have just gotten the card for unemployment because they are probably trying to get me to bleed my savings account. BS. First, let me say this to you, Sass. It's not either or, it's both and. You can apply for unemployment and you still will also get the $1,200 check. If you filed a tax return for 2018 and 2019 or either one, if you didn't hear this now, Sass. If you first of all, tell me if you filed a tax return so I don't start telling you stuff you don't need to know. Did you file a tax return? Yes or no? I'm waiting. Type. Come on, Sass. Okay. So, then you're already going to get the $1,200 check. Because you're black. So, we have to put that in quotations. Right. But you're entitled to it. Allegedly. Now, but you can still get the unemployment. Because the unemployment is paid out by your state. And then whatever that is, you'll get that plus the federal $600 per week. So you have the $600 plus your regular unemployment plus the $1,200 stimulus check. So you need to. Oh, also, did you file your taxes? You have a tax preparer file your taxes for you. Tell me that right now. This is so important. Did you prepare your tax, or did you have like Jackson Hewitt or H&R Block or somebody? You did it yourself. Okay. Well, I mention that because for any of you guys out there, if you went to Jackson Hewitt or H&R Block or any of these other tax preparers, you in danger, girl. Because what happened is many, many thousands of those people, their check went to the bank of, we'll just use Jackson Hewitt right now. You go to Jackson Hewitt and get your taxes done, and you're going to have them go direct deposit. All right. What they do is that money goes to their bank, and then, because they filed it for you, that money goes to their bank, and then they would normally cut you a refund after they take their fee out. They would normally cut you a refund, and then they direct deposit that to you or give you a physical check. Sadly, the thing the IRS has is they bank. So it's going to them. And then now they're going, we don't know what to do. So then it goes back to the IRS. So it's going to be a long time for y'all. I really feel bad. I really feel bad. Molly, you in danger, girl. So that's very important. But I wanted to say that now, let's say you worked and you did not file a tax return in 2018 or 2019, but you want your money to go direct deposit. You need to go to the irs.gov, and on their thing they have a section called non-filers. Non-filers something. You'll see it. It's highlighted in blue. Non-filers tool, I think it might be called. All right. You need to sign in there and put in your basic information, your name, address, and phone number, and your banking information. All right. If you've not gotten your check yet. All right. And then, what else, Jedi? If you filed and you're just like, I'm cool, I claimed my kids on my taxes, I'm good, you'll get your $1,200 check, but you won't get the $500 per child. You have to go to the non-filers. No, you have to go to the one that's called Get My Payment. Get My Payment. And then there's a thing on there you're supposed to put in the kids' information for, identifying each child, so you can get the $500 per child. All right. It's a little bit of a runaround, everybody. It's a little bit of a runaround. One white dude even got a check for. He's a firefighter. Fucked up grill. They sent him a check for $8.2 million. I'm gonna just tell you right now, I wouldn't have returned it. I would have just took my chances. Because even they're sending checks to dead people. And they're okay with people keeping the money, the survivors keeping the money. I'm over it. But anyway, I would have just kept the 8.2. I would have probably just rolled it into a different account and waited. Just sit on it and wait. See if they're going to notice. Take my little $1,200 and wait. I tell you, if a Brink truck opens, the doors open up on a Brinks truck in front of me and the money starts flying out, I'm not returning it. That's the sign that it was meant for me. It just was. It just was. So SAS, you need to get. They said that because so many people are applying for unemployment, the site is crashing. But you need to get to the unemployment website and file for unemployment immediately. And then you need to check to if you filed your taxes yourself, then you're pretty much okay. You should get your stimulus check in your account. Now, if you don't have direct deposit, then you're not getting a paper check until sometime after the 24th of April, because that's when they're going to start with the paper checks. Now, I heard some other information said they're ahead of schedule and they're going to start those next week. I don't know. So I would just stay with the worst information and just say they're not going to start till the 24th. But when they start those, they are starting again with the lowest income people first, and they're only sending out 5 million checks a week. So if you're not direct deposit SAS, you're going to be in that class of paper check people, and I've heard up to 20 weeks people could be waiting for their paper checks. All right? Just give me the information that I know for sure. If I'm telling it to you, I know this for sure. All right? I've made it my business to know this so that my people can know. Angeline says, no, I can't have a cousin stay with me. He gives me $300 a month. He's using water, electric, plus we sometimes wash his clothes and eating our food. He leaves the TV on all night, and that's just killing your pocket, Angeline. I'm gonna push back on this because I'm very passionate about this. Then you let him not pay you $300 a month, and he can be the hell up out of your hair a whole lot quicker. And how much electricity can one person use? TVs don't cost that much now. I personally, my TV is never turned off. Even when I leave the house, I just leave it on. Because most TVs now, you're only going to pay like maybe $13 a year, even if you just leave it on all damn year. You know, unless you got a television from the 1970s. So strike that. That has no merit. You wash his clothes. You're washing your own clothes too. The only objection I would have to you washing clothes, because if he's a grown man, your cousin, if he's a grown person, grown men should be washing their own damn clothes, period, the end. They just should. They just should. And if he's giving you $300, then he can take a portion of that and go wash his own clothes. If you don't want to use your washer and dryer at the house, then he can go to the laundromat. You see, but there's Corona right now. So, you feel me? Show compassion. I'm firm on this, because that's $300 that you probably really don't need, and it's like a bonus for you. I'm just an advocate for those who don't have. If your cousin is staying with you, that means he don't got his own place. How old is your cousin, Angeline? Type. How old? I'm waiting. How old is your cousin? Angeline, I'm waiting for you. All right, I'll come back to it. All right, anyways, I just feel very strongly about that. You know, I just do. You know, it's one person. You know, and what were you citing there again? You said that, wait. You said, I can't have my cousin stay with me. He gives me $300 a month. He's using water. How much water could he use? Electric. I've already killed that electric thing. That has no merit. Plus, we sometimes, you say, your words, we sometimes wash his clothes and eating our food. Listen, I'm one person. I don't eat $300 worth of food on any given month since I've been on Earth. I don't. So, if you are strapped for cash, and if food is really a rationed item in your house, then maybe it kicks in $50. No more than 60. Because he's one person. One person don't eat that much stuff in a month. I just think you need to show compassion. It'll be better for you in this life and the hereafter. And I always tell my people, you got to start living not for this life, you got to start living for the one that's for eternity. You understand? That $300 is not going to matter once you see hellfire for eternity in the afterlife. You will see how insignificant that $300 is. Then you go on to say, now, if he needs to get his car fixed, I will let him slide. Okay, well, you should let him just slide anyway right now, and then you just put a time frame on it, and, do the math. Sit down with him, do the math, say, forget paying me $300 a month, show me, put this away, and let me see your bank statement every 3 months or something, you feel me? So I know you're saving the money. And then when he's got the money, then you go help him, you find a place and he gets his own place, you feel me? Like, all this charging people to stay, I'm over that. If I was president of this bitch, that would be a felony. It would just be a felony. You have to show hardship. In that case, then y'all should be equal partners, and both should be on the lease, and that means y'all helping each other. But you don't get just have somebody come in, and that's a come up for you, but it's really a hardship for them. You know? Allah says, fear not your charity for poverty. Your heart is pure. When you do something out of the pureness of your heart, you will be rewarded. You have to know that. You have to know that. Sasser says, I'm getting my money. I will get my money that I paid in. I was at my job 3 years. There is no way I should not have my unemployment tax return or stimulus. They're playing out here. I feel you. And then you're really coming up too, Sass, because you still will get your regular return too. Like when you filed, you still get your tax return. Okay, that's that. Then you still get your $1,200, plus you still get your unemployment, plus the $600 a week unemployment as well. So you should come up, my sister. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to send me 10% on the Cash App, the Jedi 1814, for all y'all that need to know. You can donate on the Cash App, the Jedi 1814, for my move to Ghana, West Africa. But then, Sash, you can just go give me 10%, you know what I'm saying? That's like a little finder's fee piece. Just like a little finder's piece, though. Just like a finder's fee. Feel me? I mean, if Angeline can get $300 a month, I should be able to get 10%. And stuff. Okay, Salawa Infinite Love says, I got mine Wednesday and my sister's. Okay, perfect then, because my sister, I said to you, she got hers Wednesday, and the heifer didn't even call me and let me know. I happened to call her today. I was like, did you get a check? You know, she was like, oh yeah, I got it Wednesday. I'm like, you couldn't call me and told me. Christina Harris, I haven't got my check yet. Filled out the direct deposit Wednesday. Okay. The best information I have for you, Christina, is that it could be next week. Inshallah. Allahu Alam. Salawa Infinite Love says, so totally 6 people. Okay. Well, that's 6 more than I know. At least 5. Sass was talking to Angeline, so I don't need to read that. I'll read it later, but I want to comments that are directly out, you know. Angeline says, we are good terms, because if it was me, he would want me to give him rent. But don't predicate it on him. One of the things I love about myself is I'm not like humanity. I'm not. That's why it's very lonely at the top. It's very lonely to be me. It's very lonely. I hear what you're saying. But nah, I know most people do that. And that's why they've been shocked when I've let people stay and they just can't believe it. Well, I could give you something. No, you can't. Because this is not about me. This is about you. I'm just the vessel to help you to the next step. That's what I'm here for. You understand? And when you're someone who knows the divine and you seek his grace, you leap at opportunities like this to do something. Leap. Because you get to teach and show and be an example and receive blessing. It's nothing greater. There just isn't. There just isn't. Um, Angeline, so if I'm short on a bill, he shouldn't give me anything? Yes, he should. You know, he's not just going to be a freeloader, but you should be, you listen, you survive without him there. That's why I said if you're in hardship, then y'all should just be both on the lease and it should be equal partnership. Like, okay, you pay half and I pay half and we just do our thing. But if he's there, he's just a temporary but extended guest that's a source of income for you, then I'm against that. You know, certainly if you have a hardship, then you say, look, I'm still not trying to charge you anything, but I have a hardship and I just need you to help me with this. That's it. You see, you got to keep your intentions pure with everything that you do. It's just, it has to be pure. But you go on to say, if I'm short on a bill and, you know, he shouldn't give me anything, if he runs my electric bill up and we all are sitting in the dark while he has money in his pocket, he brother did that to his sister. I think you mean his brother did that to his sister. Listen, that's the thing. You're very revealing in your statement there when you say, and while he has money in his pocket. This is soblackpeople.com, .net, .gov, .dot. Because that's the thing. I know too many of our people, just one of my sister's 1 year older than me. Fuck her fat bitch. I had to say it. Anyway, she is this. Just that she know you have some money, she suddenly needs it. Suddenly. When I bought my second car ever in life, I just took it by where she was standing at just to show her my car. So she'd just be happy for me. She didn't have nothing she had to do. She just wanted to drive my car. Nobody drives the car at the Jedi. I prescribe that for anybody. Don't let people drive your car. Don't. Because people don't treat your stuff like you treat it on anything. But more than anything, usually a car is your biggest asset. It certainly is for me. That's my greatest asset. And my apartment, those are my two biggest assets. I don't have Hope diamonds and gold and jewelry and shit. I don't really have shit of value. You feel me? So my car and my apartment are my two greatest assets. Nobody drives my car. Just don't. Plus, I'm the type of person, if you drive my car, the moment something goes wrong, I will automatically think it was because you drove it. Even if you didn't, it wasn't because of you. I'll just think that. And I don't want to put you or myself through that. You understand? But I'm consistent. One of the reasons why I'm not married to this day is because my fiance, 2.5 years, perfect relationship. Bitch cheated. Now I gotta think, I can figure when we can move on. But now, every time you late from work, whereas it used to be, it's nothing at all. It's not even a second thought. Now it's like, you feel me? So no, you gotta go. You gotta go. I'm not gonna live my life in question. I'm just not doing that. I don't need to. I don't need to. I don't need to. So Angeline, I want to just see you work on that. You feel me? There's a way to be equitable is the word I think I want to use here. You said, and ran to my house, had his sister and children sitting in the dark. Listen, you have to be equitable. And you have to set boundaries and rules and expectations. When he first came, you said, look, how long are you trying to stay here and do you have a plan? You see? Because if I came to stay with you, if I said, Angelina, I just need to come stay with you. You say, well, then you should ask me, Jedi, how long you need to stay? I said, well, look, me, I would have already done the math. I'd have been, okay, let's see, if I stay this long, I make this much money, okay. I probably can do it in 6-8 months. If I really want to be cute, I can do it maybe 9. Okay, so 9 months I can just stay with you. And just, I'll buy my own food, and that's it. That's all I need. Like, you don't charge me no utility or nothing like that. Just, I'm saving my money so I can get the fuck out and get my own shit. That's what you should let me do. That's what I would let you do. You know? But I've always been the type, you don't even got to buy your own food. If I'm eating, you eat too. It's that. That's what it is. That's what it is. I want to be the change that I want to see in the world. That's how I've lived my life. That's what I want somebody to do for me. So I do it. I do so much you guys don't know. And now I promise you, I promise you, dude. I promise you. But I just say to say that when anytime somebody says, well, let me do this for you, I can do that for you, I can do that, I say, no, no, no. When you're faced with the situation, I want you to do what I did. That's how you pay me back. Do what I did for you. Do that for somebody else. I'm very passionate about this. Sass said the White Heifer did that on her own time. Didn't she though? Slow ass asshole. Angeline said, he's a man. You're not going to eat up my food. I see you. You're not going to eat my food and not put nothing on it. I have a child and my mother is living with me. She isn't going to allow it. Okay, so fine. Just like I said, then you put boundaries and you set rules. You say this is how long you're going to stay. Then you stay that long. Buy your own food and do your own laundry. You can use the stove. The electricity's here. Just, I don't want to see you. I don't want to just see your phone plugged in all damn day. You feel me? Make sure you're watching your phone, so when it's at 100%, you immediately unplug it, because that does use up electricity. You feel me? And, be equitable. You feel me? Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with him. If you're trying to suck the gas out of him, he's never going to go anywhere. And you need to start putting something in writing as well. Because if he's living with you, if he gets mail there, you can't even evict him unless you go to court. You can't just put him out on your own whim. That's the law. $300 a month ain't shit. Okay, but apparently it is, because you're making a big thing of it. And listen, don't get me wrong. $300 to most of us is a cute little chunk of change. It's nothing to Oprah. She picks her teeth with that after she eats, whatever. Something we can't pronounce. But $300 is money for most of us. It just is. And I'm sure it's a lot for him. Now, you want to tell him he makes six figures and he's only paying you $300 a month? We can talk about it. We can talk. We can talk. Faith Lewis, shout out to you. I don't remember that name going when I did the shout outs. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Says, I had military helicopters flying around my house. It was scary and loud. You know what, Faith? I feel like it might have been a military helicopter. It just might have been. It just might have been. It just might have been. Peace and love back to you, Andrea Smith. Sasser says, I think they started purposely infecting black people at the last minute. They saw us unbothered and happy. Then, boop, 2 NBA players have it. The season is shut down. Then it's all our fault. You laid out the pathology beautifully. Because we were saying at the beginning, we're not getting it. That was real. Because how were we all saying it? I even have empirical evidence from a black doctor that was on, I feel like it might have been Dr. Oz. Been watching a lot of Dr. Oz lately, y'all. And he said, at the beginning of this, I didn't see any African American patients. He said, now that's all I see. That's all I see. That's all I see. The white man is the devil. May they burn in hell for all eternity. Sass goes on, for the people in the chat with no picture, stop what you are doing and go to the settings on your channel and upload a picture. The Jedi wants a picture of you. That's so true, and I bitched about this in the last stream too. As I'm coming to Monica Bell. Monica, where's your picture at? Why don't you have a picture? Why? What's going on? Talk to me. Why don't you have a picture? Why? Why? Because I think this is the last stream that I'm doing that I'm going to talk to people that don't have a picture. It's the last one. For now on, if I don't have your picture, I'm not reading your comment. So don't bother typing. For now on. After this stream. That's it. Monica says, desperately need help with my picture. So then you go on my channel, and you should know how to search a YouTube inside of a YouTube channel now. I've done tutorials showing you how to upload a picture to your YouTube channel. Nobody does better tutorials than me, because everything I know about YouTube when I first started on it, I didn't know anything about anything. And I hated the tutorials that were teaching me how to do shit. I would thumbs down, like fuck you, and I can't. So I do the type of the tutorial that when I watch it back, if I don't know how to do it, that's not a good tutorial. I take you through it strategically and slowly and clearly, so you see everything I'm clicking on, what the process is, everything. You see it. You see it. Oh my God, Monica said, my sister, what is, she's talking to you, says, my sister, what is an icon button? Oh my God, I'm dead. It has happened. I have died. It has happened. Wait now. Where am I at? Oh, here we go. Anjane says, I'm getting out of here. I made up my mind. I'm tired of living in the Matrix, and America is not the end all be all. That's why you need to be on that flight with me to Ghana, West Africa, when I blow up out this bitch, Anjane. You feel me? This is not the spot, everybody. The divine has shown me the signs already. Has already shown me the sign. That's why I've been talking about this, and I've been raising this money for as long as I have. I'm out this bitch. This ain't the spot. You will never have real humanity as long as you live here. You won't. You won't. Unless you're willing to be violent. You understand? Because that's the only way you're going to get shit from these fucking people in this nation. You're going to have to rise up and have to physically feel you. Feel you. Because sticks and stones break bones, but names don't do a fucking thing. Marching and protesting and chanting, hoping, wishing, and praying don't do a fucking thing. You got to show shit. You understand what I'm saying? You got to show. You got to show. So you're not going to do that, so you may as well get the fuck up out of here. Says, I'm in danger. I heard about TurboTax. Molly, you in danger, girl. Says, then you said you used TurboTax, but you meant before. Did you use them this time? Because you in danger, girl. If you use TurboTax, it's a wrap, sister girl. If you have the turbo card, don't they have a turbo card or something, Sass? If you have a turbo card, there was a card that I heard about. Anyways, if you've, that still goes to, it'll still go to their bank. Yeah, you in danger. You in danger, girl. You in danger, girl. Shout out to Daryl Eiffel. And shout out to the NC, North Carolina. I am and I'm not at the same time, Sass. Like I desperately want children, and that's also part of my quest. You know, I just I gave up. There's no need for me to try and find a wife here, because the first thing I'm gonna have to say to you is you're you're gonna have to move to Africa. You know, I don't want to do that to nobody. I don't. You know, but I'm desperate. I want to be married and I want to have children. I want to leave my seed here on this earth when I leave. There must be a Jedi walking around that carries my spirit. That's how you live forever. That's it. You know? That's how you live forever. Shout out to Joy Fitzgerald. Shout out to you, Joy. Says, I feel the same, Jedi. Anjane. Yes, I'm on Cash App. I told you guys, I'm the Jedi. For all of you guys who have Cash App, everybody, hear this. You don't need to capitalize or do any spacing. On the Cash App, you put it. I think when you send money, there's a dollar sign. It might already be there. If not, you just put a dollar sign, no spaces, the Jedi 1814. That's it. That's me on Cash App. Okay, Seth says I filed for unemployment 5 weeks ago. Oh, you guys, also, I did see Cash App sending a thing. Okay, see what I'm telling you guys? We have 71 thumbs ups, but 47 views? That's not possible. You see? How's it that lopsided? Because they are the fucking devil. Do you understand? 71 thumbs ups, but 48 views. How? How? Right, man, it's the devil. I was gonna say I did see something on Cash App, you guys. You almost can't get around it. But they're saying, helping you with your stimulus, and we can set up direct deposit. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do it. Cash App is reliable and all that stuff, and they are safe, and all that kind of thing. But this is a big undertaking, and they are relatively new. They're good at what they do as far as how we send money through Cash App and all of that. But now you have all these millions of people that would suddenly be, these are larger sums of money, and I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. So when you see that thing pop up on your Cash App, just ignore that. Just ignore that. I would. I want for you what I want for myself. I wouldn't do it, so I wouldn't encourage you to do it. You feel me? Like, nah, you good. Like, I already got my own bank. Plus, they know if you're on Cash App, you already have a banking system set up already. You have that already. So why are they asking to set up a thing? There's no need. I feel like they're just trying to get, maybe this is a way for them to make some revenue. I'm not mad at them, but just there's no need for that. As it relates to the stimulus, just get your stimulus the way you would normally get your shit and be over it. Um, oh, Anjane was asking Saz, not me. Jack One Uptone says I'm hearing the next batch of direct deposits to go out will be on April 23rd. I don't know, man. I don't know. Monica Bell says, Jedi, can you remember the name of meat patties you told us about a few months ago in red gold package and freezer? Something King. I'll get back to you, Monica. It won't come to me. Because there's a whole backstory on that. The guy that owned it was, we think he was murdered, and it's a whole thing. Um, but those meat patties are really good. And by the way, I make um, Nigerian meat pies that are divine. 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 My nephew will back me up on that because I fixed some when he was here visiting the last time. And he loved it. And I loved it too because I could fix a lot of them at one time, and because you can eat them at any temperature, you know. You can just leave them out, leave them in foil, leave them on a dish, whatever, leave them on the stove. It doesn't matter, and you just eat it. It's so good. Oh my God, I outdid them. Understand that. But the curry and all that, my meat pies are off the chahizi, homie. Understand that. Anjane says, no, that's Sass talking to Anjane. Anjane says, 75 million citizens got the stimulus on April 15th. Another 15 million will get it on April 22nd, and another 15 million on April 30th. So, you see how it's all over the place. Monica Bell says, Jedi, can you remember? Oh, that's, I just read that already. That's talking to Sass from Anjane. Okay, Khalifa of the Most High. Shout out to you, my brother. Deeply honored to have you here, my brother. Allahu Akbar. How long have we been on, you guys? Okay, I'm doing pretty good. I'm gonna keep it under 2 hours today, y'all. Okay, Sass is talking to Faith Lewis. Shout out to J Dove. Okay, Monica, don't worry about it. Just that's your homework. After today's stream, you're going to get on YouTube and type in how to upload a picture to YouTube. You must be intelligent if you listening to me. That's just on site. That's known. So that's known. So you're going to learn and you're going to get it done. I know it. I know you'll get it. And I know you're very beautiful because I just know you are. J9, shout out to you. They are propping up black doctors and scientists to make them the face of the vaccine. They trying it. I like that angle, J9. I like that. Because I have said, we're seeing black doctors that we just have not seen, didn't know they existed. Just didn't know, wouldn't have never heard of them. And then now you bring this other piece of the puzzle. I love that. Anjane said, Jedi said, I'm dead. It's happened. I did say that. Terrence says, I agree. Khalifa of the Most High. No, the U.S. has placed a freeze on passport applications. Don't tell me that. You know what? I'm not really panicked. I'm not really panicked because what I know also is when I'm ready to leave, I'm ready to leave. And if you know this for anybody, anytime you're going to travel on a passport, if you don't have a passport, it's better to get your passport the closest to the time you're leaving, because then they move it along real quick. Especially if you have a ticket in hand, they really like, okay, hurry up, we'll get it done right now, you know. But they'll drag their ass if you're I'm just getting a passport so I can just have one. They'll drag their ass behind them. So I'm not worried about that. You understand? And like I said, if I have to hijack a plane out this bitch, I will. I'm leaving America. That's going to happen. Period. The fucking end. That's happening. That will happen. Because Allah created me and He put me on this earth like He did everybody else. Don't one fucking person or group of people get to tell me where the fuck I can go and where I cannot go on the goddamn earth. Sass says, direct deposit was I have. Am I still in danger? If you filed your own tax, you're not in danger. If one of these tax preparers filed your taxes and you have direct deposit, you in danger, girl. Molly, you in danger, girl. Betsy says, Jedi, have you seen the coverage of the Chinese in China evicting Africans from hotels and apartments and not allowing them in restaurants for fear they're spreading corona? Isn't this the fucking pot calling the kettle black? I saw the beginnings of that story, uh, Betsy, and I felt like I fell asleep or I forgot it was on because they took so long at the commercial or something else happened. But I'm not completely unaware that something was going on with African people and Chinese people in China. So now you've brought me the peace. And you know what? I just say fuck these people. You know? And for all we know, they could have colluded some kind of way. Maybe they didn't really have it in China, and maybe that was all a ruse. And it just has only been here. You know, I mean, the white man is the devil, so I don't put anything past them. I just don't. I just don't. Trump is the fucking devil, and he's up there. I have great, I have great relationships with China. I have great relationship with China. Great relationships with China. Who the fuck talks like this all the fucking day? Who the fuck talks like this? I'm getting worked up. I always forget who you are, HTHTV3. Remind me. Shout out to you. Alan Freeman, shout out to you. Alan says, hey Jedi, it's been a while. When you get to Ghana, do you already have a job sorted out? I'm not going to be working, Alan. I will be in business. Absolutely. Yes, I will be in business. And, just to elaborate on that a little bit, I've said and I will continue to say, we have to stop raising our children in this country to get a job. Too many of us, most of our people, are stuck on this idea that you got to get your education, because the only fucking thing you have in mind is them getting a fucking job. Fuck that. Our kids need to learn how to own a business. Own. You understand? So they can have quality of life, not quantity. You see? That means you got to start dictating to them what they're going to go into, because many other cultures do that. Well, they should be able to do what they want. No, fuck that. We don't have that luxury as a people. That has been snatched. You understand? Since 1431, that's been snatched. So throw that out. I always tell you, you want something you never had, you got to do shit you never did. So, just like our African brothers and sisters on the continent, the type of degrees they have, now you work for somebody with that type of degree, they're in nuclear medicine and physicists, and they're an accountant or something really like major income type, you feel me? Or they're an engineer, or they're a computer software brilliant giant or something, you feel me? That's all fine. But I'm trying to say that, like my nephew said many years ago, that he wants to be a CSI investigator. No, he's not. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're going to bring me a business degree, is what you're going to do. You're going to bring me a business degree. And you will be looking at what business you're going to open. And once that is going well and is up and running, then you can go off and do your little hobby thing of being a CSI investigator. That's fine. It's a both and proposition. You see? But I'm very serious about it, because I've told him, I said, you don't bring me a fucking business degree, I will sabotage everything you do in life. On purpose. And mean it. I won't show up to your college graduation. I won't need to. I won't need to. You understand? It's that serious. So no, I will not be working in Ghana. I will be owning a business. And many of the things I've been looking at, I told you guys here I had a retail store for a while. And and I also had an online business, and I was doing international shipping and all that sort of thing. My business was very impressive, I will say. And I didn't know if I could reproduce that model if the, because in business, you, especially if you're selling a commodity or a consumable or something like this, you, which is the field of business I would want to be in. I mean, there's many avenues of business. You understand? And so, what one do I need to articulate there? If you're in business selling a commodity or a consumable, you have to know what is your demographic, who's your customer, is there a need or a demand for whatever it is that you're selling, and then you bring that and fill that need or necessity. You feel me? Or need or want. So one of the things that I see is that those who like chicken farms are very, very, very lucrative in Africa, but certainly in Ghana. Um, you can make a lot of money for a little, you know. Um, could I still do a brick and mortar? Yes, I want to do, but I'm also, for lack of a better word, because it's not a burden, challenged. I'm also challenged with the detail, I would say, of I want to be able to. I don't want it to just. It's not just for me. Like I also have to have a business model that enriches some of my people there. You see, because I'm going to Africa with an humble spirit. Like I'm going back into the womb. Speak when spoken to, share your knowledge when asked or when you feel like it's really needed and stuff like don't go on there like this, like you owe me something, I'm the king of the fucking mountain. No, I know who I am. I am a king. I am royalty, period. I know who I am and I know the value that I bring to anyone or any space. But I also know how to tuck that away. You understand? Tuck it away. Tuck it away. Tuck it away. And pull it out when you need to. You see? So it's a whole strategy for me. Alan, I think, was asking me that. Um, yeah, Alan Freeman. Oh, Sass, trust me, his little ass is on death row right now. Just, that's all I can tell you. Monica, my Nigerian meat patties will send you to paradise. Like, you will see the gate and at least the toe of an angel. You will see it. Shiro, good evening, my beautiful queen. Greetings to you. Yeah, and I've got about another 15 minutes. Uh, SAS says, yeah, no passports, and the DMV is closed in most states. They are taking no, they're taking your expired driver's license for now, though. Yeah, like if this is a good time, that's why I want my people to capitalize on this. You feel me for a moment? Wait, y'all, I just feel like the need to fluff. You feel me? And I also want to say to my brothers, any of you out there that are trying to get your beard game on, because I already told you guys how to take care of your skin and how to shave and when to shave and all that. So, but also when after you dry your beard, like it is still just a little damp, that's when you add your coconut oil, homie. This is soft as baby's hair. Please understand that. Oh my god. Anyway, and stuff. Um, Khalifa, they has changed the travel guidelines that you must have hardship or extreme emergency to get a passport. Please say you got yours. No, I haven't gotten mine yet because I wanted to wait till uh, like no more than 30 days before I'm leaving. because I want to time it. I got my ticket, and now I'd be like, I got my ticket, so that then I get my passport within that 30 days, and then I'm off. I'm off. I'm off. I'm out of here. J9, trust me, it's not far. In fact, oh my God, not the low battery. The blood of Jesus. I'm not even done reading comments. I haven't gotten to the bottom yet. Alright, I'm going to finish reading the comments, you guys. Then I'm going to go and charge and then come back. Well, I don't know because it's getting late. Um, Shout out to Pamela Williams. Black Beauty says, Jed, I knew my passport. I renewed my passport this year. It took 5 weeks. You would have to pay extra to have it expedited. No. There's another trick, Black Beauty. And because I've got the low battery, I won't explain it, but I'll do a video about it. Because that's something that I think is, I just assume my people don't really travel, so I don't really, but I will share that with you all. There, you can definitely get it faster than that. Also, another thing, you may not know, Black Beauty, is like when you guys see me up here, me and my sister call it being full Hamas. Like when I have my wrap and then I have it all under here and all that, like I can have that in my passport photo. People think you can't have anything on when you have a passport photo. That's not true. I read the law. I am a Muslim, so they cannot deny me that. I've already studied it and researched it and all that. It's all good. Something popped up I can't see. I hate it when it pops up on. I gotta hurry up. Khalifa, I have mine. Might be over in the UK after this mess. Well, go to Africa. Why the UK? That's just more hateful ass white people. I just play up my Texas accent. They love Texas over there. I should open a soul food restaurant there. You know what, Khalifa? It's interesting because I want to share something with you right now. Do you know that usually you can tell if somebody is British, like from the UK? The first accent they adopt when they come here is a country accent. Think about that. Interesting you just said that. Like that's the one they do, is the Texas accent, the Southern accent. That's what they do. And then you tell me they love Texas over there. That's knowledge converging. You see what I'm saying? This independent sources coming together. Boom. That's truth. You see? Tesha. Shout out to you, my queen. Yes. And Shiro shouts you out as well. Sass, well, you're talking to Pamela there. Okay, I can move on. Tesha says, did you all hear about our Nigerian brothers and sisters that had burned down the Chinese factory in retaliation of attacks in Africa, in China? Somebody else just mentioned about what they were doing to us. Now you just brought another piece of the puzzle, Tesha, to say that we got they ass back, that we're burning down the fucking Chinese. Good. Burn all their shit down. You understand what I'm saying? It's time for African people to stop taking shit from anybody that doesn't fucking look like us. We've been on the bottom for too fucking long, and we're allowing everybody to step on our fucking neck. Everybody needs to know that they need to be on notice. Don't come fucking near us because it ends in death. It just does. It just fucking does. From the government to the bitch next door. Anjane says, now that we know what's considered essential and non-essential, everyone make sure to open an essential business. Yes, I love that. I love that, Anjane. I love that. I'll read that again. I want you all to hear that. Anjane says, now that we know what's considered to be an essential and non-essential, everyone should make sure to open an essential business. Huh? That is wisdom right there, everybody. That is wisdom. Wisdom. Christina says she just added a profile pic. Funny because I don't see it. But That's fine. Madame Renee, or Madame Reed, shout out to you. Christopher Moody, just plug it in and stream while it's plugged in. Yeah, but it's going to be production, Christopher, because it's just, I can't. What time is it? Hold up, y'all. I technically have 10 minutes left, goddammit. Because I said 30 minutes, or 15 minutes. So that'll be up in 7 minutes. The blood of Jesus. See what I'm saying? How we got 80 thumbs up, y'all, and 46 views. Come on, bitch. Don't play with me. Stop. Stop. My God, I don't even see me right now. I see my brother. I look identical to my brother right now. That's not a good thing. Wow. Madam Reed, greetings. Tesha says, Jedi, why this white boy come into the establishment with a prescription for medication and the diagnosis on the script was the coronavirus? I'm over it. White people, dude. Can't. I can't. I won't. I won't. I just won't. Madame Marie. So they used to say the British accent and Southern accent are close cousins on the spectrum. I'm Southern, but I don't hear the similarities. Actually, I do. Because it made me more sensitive to it after I learned what I shared with you. And there's real truth in it. There's real truth in it. In fact, just recently, Jimmy Fallon, I think it was, or it might have been the Kelly Clarkson bitch, because she has this new song. I think it was her, and she had people singing different. And one of them, I think, maybe it was somebody on Jimmy Fallon. I don't know, but anyways, one of the chicks is British, and when she spoke, I heard Southern little moments hitting. So there's truth to it. It's the truth. It is. It is. It is. Um, and by the way, Madam Ree, I love a sister with a Southern accent. I just love that. It's something very. You could just tell me to do anything. Just do it. I would just do it. I would just do it. Um, Seth says I can do two things at once. I can take their money and have a mansion in Africa. Um, giving away my comments. Well, that's also the thing that I should say this too, in relation to what I was telling Alan earlier too, because the other thing that I'm instigating everybody is to have, probably some kind of a rental property or something here. I mentioned this to you guys in one of my streams. I feel like I got a hair that's rogue right now. That I was saying, some of our brothers should get together and think about doing something to make the stimulus money into something that we all rise from. Look at that, 85 thumbs up, but 43 viewers? Come on, man. You see, they're fucking devils, dude. They're devils. How is it that 85 people thumbs up, but there's 44 people viewing it? That's not even... How does that make sense? You can see if there was 85 people watching, but only 44 people thumbs up. But here you have 85 thumbs up and 43 views. Because they are the devil and they're doing something to my fucking analytics and the algorithm and everything else. You feel me? Why can't their bitch asses? Why aren't we hearing about 8,000 people at fucking YouTube died off of this shit? That's the headline I want to read. And by the way, so they still can do their evil even during the fucking pandemic. Huh? Amazing. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna research this issue with China and Africans, and I hope to be prepared to expound upon that in the next time I speak with you guys. Um, okay, that's not for me. That's Sass talking to Tesha. Pam talking to Sass. Sass says that's not views, Jedi. That's the watch count. When you do the reload, the view count will show. Okay. Um, Let me refresh this then. Let me just refresh my own thing right now. Because it says right now, well, it'll say, okay, it says 46 watching. But the thumbs up is 85. It's what I said. They the devil. Well, if you carry the one, that equals the devil right there. That's still the devil. But it's still the devil though. But it's still the devil. But it's still the devil. But it's still the devil though. So, but it's still the devil. So, it's still the devil. Oh my God! Now I shouldn't have did that because now it's I. Okay, here it is. It's back. Okay. Okay, caught up. Let me turn it down. Khalifa says Jedi. As you know, I. And damn it, why is it? I just turned it down. Why is the fucking volume up again? You're in land development business. Yeah, I know that, Khalifa. I want to teach as my brothers and sisters. I want to teach, I think, me all my brothers and sisters about this business as possible. Then that's why, Khalifa, you should be on a channel and you should be teaching, brother. Knowledge is everything. I've told you guys the greatest gift you can ever give to anyone is knowledge. That is the greatest gift you can give to anyone. We need that, Khalifa. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do, Khalifa. I want you to tell me if you can make this commitment. If NASA sends us this fucking stimulus bullshit, I will commit to not only getting my computer, but also getting my internet service back. Particularly for the purpose of interviewing you live on a live stream. Like we can do it at, weekly or something. So you don't have to, you can just talk for, 15 minutes and share, and then okay, next week we'll have more or whatever. But you can share that knowledge, or you start a channel or something. We need that. We need that. We need that. We need that. So I'm willing to do my part. What are you willing to do? Talk to me. Talk to me. Tesha says he didn't tell anyone. Walked away. He didn't tell anyone. Walked all through the store and everything. We almost kicked his ass. Had to put him out and bring him his stuff outside. Then we had to disinfect the whole place. Fuck him. That would have been a dead ass motherfucker. Period at the end. Just that's it. That's it. And by the way, what did I say in my last stream? I cited for you all that the case I'm here about people coughing on somebody, going up and spitting on somebody. There was a bitch in the Walmart that spit on somebody. Another bitch that then there was a cop that went through the hood and was coughing on people. Only white people do this. That's just the facts. If you don't want that to be true, bring me evidence of something else. Bring your evidence. Bring your evidence. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm bringing my receipts. You see? Only white people do that shit. That's what's real. Black Beauty says Monica Bell. Oh, you're talking to Monica Bell. Okay. Christopher Moody. Some people who have thumbs up have already come and left. The ones left in the room right now is the 43. Okay. I guess that's makes sense. Maybe those other people are white people that clicked on and realized I'm not really for their ass, and they were like, okay, never mind. So I'm good with that. That's fine. Sass. No, you've had over 80 people come and go. 48 is who's still watching. Okay. And it always kills me because then after the fact, then here all these people come. Like, I don't know. I'll look at the number on my last stream. Like, where was y'all bitch ass at when I was live? Where? I don't understand that. I don't understand it. Something's holding me back. You understand? If you look at the average view count on my videos, just look at my last dozen videos. You go look at the view count, and you go, where are those people? And then you look at the fact that I have, I don't know, 3,000 something subscribers, 3,300 or something like that. Well, where they at? Where they at? Not even 10% of them got my fucking, the shit that I'm live right now? Not even 10%? Of the 33 or 3,500 or whatever it is? Not even 10%. Something's up. And you look at the length of time I've been on here through my, this is the third channel, 47 people. I'm greater than this. Do you understand? That's real. Shiro, Jedi, when you get a chance, can you scroll back up and read my last question? Where you at, baby girl? Where? Wait now. I'm gonna come back, Shiro. Uh, Khalifa says you got it. Okay, I'm holding you to that. I'm gonna do my part. I will keep my word. When Massa sends us this bullshit, I will do my shit so that I can have my stuff back where it needs to be, and then we're gonna do what we need to do. Pamela, shout out to you, says Dr. Khalid Butler exposes the fake pandemic. Gates, Dr. Fauci. Ooh, is that the title of a video or something? I will definitely search that. And Christopher says, yeah, not everybody who thumbs up stays for the whole stream. I'm fine as long as they bitch has his thumbs up. I'm good with that. That's a good. I appreciate that. Sass is talking to Shiro, so I don't need to read that. Then Sass says it's a felony charge right now in Texas. Okay, that must have been back to her. All right, Anjane says you are like Malcolm X meets Def Comedy Jam. I hear Malcolm had a very, very good sense of humor too, Anjane. I do hear that. I do hear that. He had a great sense of humor. You know, I feel like most intellectuals, I think, well, I'm not going to say that. That's too broad. But I have a very healthy sense of humor, you know. And then I just have a way about me too where I'm funny without trying even to be funny. Like, sometimes just my disposition is funny, you know, how I do and say things is funny. And again, it goes back to self-analysis, which I've told you guys about over the years, you know, about really knowing yourself inside and out. Like, really know yourself inside and out. And that means physically too. Like, watch yourself in third person. Just get somebody to film you for a few days. Just everything you do, just have them film you. How do I hold a fork? How do I eat? How do I drink? How do I hold a cup? How do I stand up? How do I walk? How do I talk? How do I gesture? How do I stand? Know yourself. You feel me? Know yourself. I can't even live in a house where I can't go in the bathroom and see myself from the side and the back. I have to be able to see my whole 3D thing. You feel me? I have to know me. So, yeah. So I appreciate that. And, you know, my whole family's funny. I'm the funniest person in my family. It's not even a contest. But everybody in my family is funny. We've all always been told that. But I am absolutely the funniest person in my family. Monica is talking to Black Beauty, so I'll skip that. Tesha, I see your emoji, but I tell you guys, I don't know what these emojis mean. I don't know if it's not a happy face. I don't know anything else after that. I don't know anything else. Sass says I don't get a notification. You're probably shadow banned. Ooh, what is shadow banned? Tell me what that is, Sass. Educate me. Oh, Shiro. I talked about Ramadan at the beginning of the stream. You have to wait till it processes after I'm done and then watch it. I did a whole section about Ramadan, and then not only that, like I say, Ramadan starts next week on the 23rd, and I will be talking a lot about Ramadan. I will be talking a lot about that, I promise you. Yes, yes, yes. How did you get Ramadan out of Madame Ray? Did you mean to say Ramadan? Because that's very specific. Madame Ray is kind of creative and random, really. But Ramadan, that's, you know, like you spelled it right and everything. Pamela Williams, my queen, says, this is why I call him Jedalicious. Yes, Jedi is hilarious. Man, you know, also, if for any of you guys that never saw any of my show reviews, there's some of them here on the channel. You see I cut up. I cut up. My reviews are, I make my own self laugh. But here's the other thing too, you guys. I told you guys one of the last streams, I told y'all, there's a video here on the channel. Let me read Black Beauty's comment first. Says Monica Bell, they sell it. Okay, she's talking to Monica Bell. All right, let me go over here. I'm going to tell y'all once again the name of this damn video. Why I love this, especially after I think you were asking about Ramadan, Shiro, is because this video is I love all my work. I stand behind all of it. Everything I've ever put out. When you hear me say, what's up everybody, this is Jedi, every fucking thing that follows that statement, I stand behind it 100%. But I always tell you, when you have more than one of anything, there's always standout. You see? So this is one of the standouts for me. And why it's such a standout is because it really encompasses the essence of the Jedi. What do I mean by that? It is my goal to teach what the divine gives me and has allowed me to know, to then bring that to my people, and to be able to speak in my language and your language, so that anyone listening to me on any video knows exactly what that dude said and what he was explaining. You know, I try not to be too hierarching in my vocabulary, language, and stuff like that. You know, keep it simple, and I usually say one thing 4 different ways. I give parables, I give examples, and all that kind of thing. And why this video, it's called Me Destroying Commenter. Write this down. Me Destroying Commenter who tried to defend the Trinity. That's what you're going to search on my channel. That's the video you're going to be looking for. All right. And if it's possible, once we're off of here, I might be able to add the link because I learned how to add links because you put it in your clip tray and then you can put it. So I'll try, but you can do your own work. You can just type it in on the channel and poof. That's it. So if you're on a device, then you know what the little magnifying glass looks like. That's for search. Everybody knows that means search. And this is the video you're looking for. Wait. That's what the thumbnail looks like. Right there. You see it? Me destroying commenter who tried to defend the Trinity. I'm in my bed doing that video. This is a laugh out loud video. And I didn't know that till I watched it back, even though I was laughing in the video. But why I cite this video is because you get to see how I process information. Because I'm trying to show by everything that I do, you should take from me. Everything that I do, you say, did I do that? Let me do that. I should do that too. Let me do that. So I'm showing you how I process, but I'm also showing you, I'm displaying my knowledge, gifts, because I am able to destroy this person's feeble attempt at defending the Trinity. I never would have to mention that I'm Muslim. I never have to mention the Quran or Islam or the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I can just take their Christian vomit and mow it down like the shrapnel, the wreckage that it is. It can't stand against anything. You see? Truth is the only thing that can stand up to scrutiny. It can stand up to scrutiny. That's one of the benchmarks of knowing if something's true or not. Can it stand up to scrutiny? Does it stand up? You see? If you live in certain parts of the country, you gotta know if your building can withstand a fucking Category 6 tornado. You feel me? No, we can't give you a license on this building because it's just not up to code. Well, it's just not up to code. We just can't. You see? So, that doctrine that's created by white people does not stand up to scrutiny. It just doesn't. And I demonstrate that in this video, but it's very funny because I'm also disrespecting this person who dared to try to defend this Trinity, because I had done a whole Trinity video sharing the truth of the fact that there is no Trinity, and backing up my claim is the empirical truth that the word Trinity does not appear in any of the 534 versions of that thing they call the Bible. That's one of the main fucking things. Why doesn't the word appear anywhere? The main shit! Nowhere. That's like you pull up to a gas station and none of the pumps says unleaded. None of them. Just says gas station or fucking fuel or petrol or, Unical or some bullshit. You're like, I need to know if this is the octane my car take. It's a gas station. You would think the pump would say that. And when it doesn't, you have a problem. So why don't any of the 534 versions of this fucking Bible have the word Trinity in it? I just like to know that. I'd like to buy a vowel, please. Can I get a vowel? Oh, you ain't got no vowels. So they still don't got no vowels. All right, fine. Anyways, so I destroy it. And I said in the Trinity video, don't anybody ever, I always say to anybody, people, when I discuss that Christian vomit, don't ever try and contest it with me. Don't ever try to defend it. Because one of my issues with my Christian people is you're ignorant. You don't know anything about anything about anything. You don't know your own doctrine, therefore you have nothing to defend. You can't even defend it. I'm going a little longer on this than I meant to, but I gotta say this. A few months ago, at a gas station, there's this brother and his family, well, his kids, I guess they were his kids. Some look like hang-alongs. Anyways, They were out on the sidewalk just over the flower planter thing from the gas station with their little music, and I go, what do you guys? They had the whole Jesus sign up there and the bullshit. It made me sick. I vomited walking up to them. I threw up in my mouth at least 4 times. And they said, and I go, so, what are you guys doing? I knew. And I go, so what are y'all doing out here, brother? He said, Jesus, man, Jesus, Jesus. I go, really? And I just start picking parts of the scripture for him to tell me about. And I wasn't in any of my regalia, so I had on a do-rag, and I looked like I'm probably going to shoot you. And, my probative questions that I would ask if I was going to join that vomit, if I'm even halfway smart or curious, these are questions I would ask. Like when I go to the fucking restaurant, I go, do y'all have, and do y'all have, and do y'all have? If you got a problem with that, then I should leave a fucking restaurant. This was that. So when I'm asking questions that he can't answer, which I already know because he's a Christian, that's why he's a Christian, because he has no knowledge. So, because people who are intelligent go, oh, that's bullshit. Oh, okay. No, I don't need to look at that then. Okay. All right, that's fine. But when he couldn't answer the questions I was asking him, what's your name, brother? Where you from? What's your religion? Because now he has to find someone to attack me. But I give him nothing. I keep up my shield. I go, well, my name's not important. You're out here promoting Jesus, and I have questions. And if you're out here, you must be the authority. So I'd like you to answer my questions. And he couldn't. Finally, I started preaching his own scripture to him. You see. Then he really got mad because I always tell you, Christians are the first ones to get upset when you discuss religion. Nobody else does. Hear this. And test it anytime, anywhere you want to. You don't even got to send me a percentage. Christians are the first and only ones to get upset when anyone is talking about religion, period. That's what's real. It's going to be truth whether I say it or not. You don't got to like it. I don't really care. I don't need to. I don't need to. So they get hostile. In fact, I say in this video, you'll hear me at the beginning of that video that I just was telling you to go and watch. I say Christians are lazy, hostile, ignorant, lazy, hostile, and something else. And it's a repeating theme through the video. Because y'all that have been with me forever, when I used to do any articles about anything, I never read articles. I don't read them. When you see me reading it, it's the first time I'm being exposed to that. Because all I've looked at is the title and scroll down to see how long it is. That's all I ever do. Because I want to be able to show you my dissertation and how I break things apart in real time. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that is don't read the shit ahead of time. And one of the things you guys have heard me say, one of the things you've seen me do, is what you'll see me do in this video that I was just telling you about. Because I read the opening line of this person, I don't know if it's him or her, the opening line of their email, and I go, and I know that's a lie right there. That's a lie. And you see how I prosecute the case throughout it's a brilliant video. Like I always tell you guys, I watch my stuff back in third person, not as me. The dude that did that video, that dude is brilliant. That's all I can tell you. You should check him out. Whoever he is, you should check him out. Some people say he looks just like me. Say he calls himself the same name as me. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Alright, where's my chat at? Come on, man. I'm waiting for the chat to come back, y'all. Because I went over there to find that on the channel so I can show y'all that now. I'm back over on this video and I gotta wait for the chat to come back. I'm over it. Okay, there it is. I'll do that. I love that idea, Christopher. He says, what if we do a live stream where we all watch a show in real time and you do live commentary on the show, and everybody can chat about it and interact with you. I would love that, but here's the thing. I am very much up on fair use and copyright. But this is why the chick went, what was it, last year or the year before or something, went and bombed fucking YouTube. That won't be their first and only bombing. Trust my words on that. Because, like white people always do, they throw their rock and hide their hand, or they run their bitch fake asses away. Do you understand what I'm telling you? So YouTube is like that. So that you can't just call up somebody live at YouTube and go, yeah, I have a question about this because I don't want to make a mistake about this or that. That would be the intelligent thing. But they start out from a place of evil, white people do, with everything they do. Because they knew they couldn't stop our black asses from being on here. So they already put things in place to fuck us up from the beginning. So while I appreciate your idea, I have stuff on my channel now that's in Creative Commons where I've shown you guys this is Creative Commons. When something's in Creative Commons, that means you can use any portion or all of that for any reason at all for any fucking reason. Period. I've used shit like that, and they've come at me saying, "Oh, there's a strike, or you can, or we're, they're bringing it to you because you can't." Fuck you, bitch. And then you send them this shit saying, "Do you see the shit is in fucking?" So again, like white people do all the time, rules are not for them. That's why you break every single one of them motherfuckers when you get a fucking chance. Do you see what I'm saying? Don't live by the fucking rules, everybody. Don't need to. Because they only do that shit to keep you under control while they do every fucking thing else. You see? That's why you can impeach this fucking orange puff and nothing happens. No jail, no removal, and you can be president again in 4 years if you win the next election. No problem. So why am I supposed to not do what the fuck is in my heart? Especially when it relates to their white ass. I need to articulate my anger. Articulate. So I appreciate your idea, Christopher, but they would find some reason to come against it, sadly. And then I would be the next motherfucker at YouTube. You understand? So I'm trying to keep it peaceful. Trying to stay out of jail. I will, Shiro. I will. And I appreciate your interest. Let me go back. Says when you can, it's when you can set up alerts, but people will have to literally look for themselves because we won't get alerts. Also, your content will not be available for us for a while after you upload it. What do you mean? It's not available for a while. I know on the streams, it used to be like, right now, like, see, if I was on a PC, I could set it so that if people start watching right now, they can go back to the beginning and start watching. I'm not able to do that on a fucking phone. So when I finish the stream, we have to wait for it to process. That's why I want to get the fuck off of here, because the longer I'm on here, the longer it takes for it to process and be a video for anybody in the mother to watch. You know? So I'm just going to go to the bottom and come back up to where I know I read, and I'm going to be over it. Christopher Moody. Oh, okay, I got you. You wouldn't have to show the show on camera. We all just turn to the channel in our own homes. You know, I saw the sister, the chocolate sister. I forget her name. I've seen her do. She's done or does stuff like that, and I'm like, what's the point? You know, but you know, obviously there's something there. You know, so I wasn't gonna look at this one, but I'll read this one. Jedi. What my question was: would it be possible on a day or night? Could you teach us about Ramadan and what helps you remain focused on the path? I wrote this again to make sure you see this question. Yeah, yeah. You're gonna be good. I'm promising you, Shiro. I'm gonna be absolutely articulating and um, expounding upon the topic of Ramadan because I always said if I listen, y'all don't have to find me. If I come into money tomorrow, you have money. It's just that simple. Like it's that simple. So what I want for myself, I want for you. Unless it's something bad, then I don't want it for you. And till my last breath, I'm going to tell my people, the way of life for African people is Islam. Period. The fucking end. That's the end of it. There's nothing else to talk about after that. That's done. Done. That's it. Now, what you do with that, that's what you do with it. You understand me? That's our way of life. I even watched another thing recently on Sam Cooke, Rahimullah. Wow, what a beautiful brother. But they were just talking about, the origins of the music and blah, 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 blah. And I always hate when there's white folks up there talking about some of our historical people all glowingly and shit. Like, this isn't even about you. Like, this is like white people saying they love Christ when they have no access or any claim to this prophet at fucking all. By his own merit. You understand? That's something else. Anyway, so they happen to show just footage, while they're talking. And they showed a church. Old, like you could tell it was like from back, like probably we were still slaves when the first movie cameras, moving pictures was available. Like no joke. And the way where they had the minister, where the preacher would preach from, is just like we do it in mosques to this day. I've already told you 67% of African slaves brought here were Muslims. We knew who Christ was, but they gave us this your savior bullshit, Son of God and Trinity. Nah, fuck that. They seduced us from what we knew and said, no, this is the real story. This is what, this is, so they can have their white ass in on it. No God or no book and no prophet has ever been sent to white people. So why would you take your cue on religion from some fucking body who takes one of your prophets and make them look like him? Which again, no prophet, no book has been sent to them. They're not in the Quran. They're not in the Torah. They're not in the Injil, the scriptures that you don't even have. So we're supposed to believe that these people who don't have any book or prophet, and has taken every fucking thing from you, including your life, want you to be in heaven someday. Well, I got a fart that smells like fucking ukulele or eucalyptus or some bullshit, if you believe that. That alone, even if Islam wasn't available, that alone would be enough for me to say, fuck that. Just that alone. Oh, it's from them? I don't need it. 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 Before you even get to how easily it is shredded. You just pick it apart like this, like wet tissue. Oh, look how easy that is. Oh my God, it's so easy. The biggest lie it's ever told. I don't know where I'm at, y'all. I'm too high up. I think I've done everything. Shiro says, I did want to mention that I accidentally found you again tonight. YouTube did not notify me for the live. The prosecution rests. Prosecution rests. The prosecution rests. No further questions, Your Honor. Okay, it looks like I got everything. So, today is Saturday. So, you know, I may I may be back tomorrow, everybody. I don't know that, you know. Um, while I do want to do, as I stated when I opened up this stream, I was reminding you why these streams are important to me. At the same time, I remain consistent with if I don't feel inspired, I should not be speaking. I just shouldn't, you know. And so I will say this: if I do end up speaking tomorrow, and if I end up speaking tomorrow and I'm not inspired, then it'll just be a question and answer. You ask a question, I answer it. Like, that's what we do. If y'all don't have no questions or topics, then I'll be like, okay, everybody, appreciate y'all, gotta go. This is the Jedi. Bye-bye. You know. Um, if I don't have something to carry us. But it's important that I have something that I'm inspired to speak about whenever I speak, you know. That's my motivation. Sometimes, because I've told you guys, this is not a hobby for me. I'm not here to make money. I'm not here for popularity or for bragging rights and clicking and all this bullshit. I don't care about any of that. So you know that I will go periods of time when I just haven't spoken. Just didn't feel inspired. I have to wait for the universe. I'm not just here to just yak and yak just to fucking yak. I have to feel the inspiration. The universe has to give me something. Share this. This is important. This is of value. This moves the needle. Talk about that. Or something comes up in the pop culture or in the media or something like that that's important, that I feel like I need to do a dissertation or I need to do a clarification or guidance on or something like that, Like the whole piece that I did opening up about giving you details about the whole stimulus check bullshit, But also use it as an opportunity to remind my people of one of my core ongoing themes. White man is the devil. This is not your fucking society, and everything they do is against you. Period. Period. They're always figuring out how to connive against your black ass. That's what they do. And this stimulus is no fucking different. It's no different. It's no different. And such will be the case as long as their bitch asses exist on the goddamn earth. So I needed to tie that, and then also to give you empirical evidence on that, and then also to try to break down for you things that I hear and know, and then I have to research it and find out what's the best information, what is known and has been solidified and validated now. This is the information you need to bring to your people. You see, because I want my people to get this money, because I've always preached, if you can get your free coin in this bitch, you get it. Period. I've been saying that long before there was a fucking stimulus. So now there is. So get you a damn coin. And I wanted my people to know the pitfalls and the hills that are out there and potential mistakes and missteps, or to let you down easy if you're expecting and maybe you shouldn't be expecting, or maybe you should be expecting but not right now. It's going to be a minute, whatever, I'm here to be exactly what I've said from the moment I've been on this platform. I wish you guys could see my first video. It doesn't exist anymore because of this white devil, along with 2,000 plus other videos. But I've been saying since I've been on here, I'm not here for popularity. I'm not here for bragging rights. I'm not here for money. I'm not here for clicks. I'm not here for just bullshit. Like, this is not a hobby and all this. Like, I have been absolutely certain about why I'm here since the moment I knew it was possible to do a fucking YouTube video. That's what's real. That's what's real. That's what's real. You know, that's what's real. Last one. Khalifa said, Jedi, my favorite video you put out was Message to White People. I don't even remember it. Because I could go, like, even look at that video for you guys a little bit ago, Khalifa. I can't wait to see this back. Like, when I have to watch my videos back in order to know what even happened. Because I'm so present and in the moment. And it's about what is being given to me then, you know. And especially on live streams, it's even more because I'm interacting with you guys and I'm trying to answer your question and expound upon things and not just give you some bullshit answer, you know, like, or fake, you know. Like, I want you to know I spoke with you. You asked me a question and I focused on you and answered your question. You see? So all of that is going on. Plus you got to be thinking about the low battery warning. And I'm getting worked up and, you know, so there's a few things happening. But, so I usually don't remember my work. And so I am just as fulfilled and entertained and informed by it as you guys are, because I don't come with prepared remarks. And I see some of my stuff back when I had my internet connection and my computer was working. What an effective way of teaching. I did Mr. Something. Something about slaves, but I'm able to be on the camera, on the screen, and then go through the film with you, and then we went into articles and went into a bunch of other stuff, and it was a 20-hour video. Anyway, it's important to me. Like, I try to use all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get my fucking point across. That's what I'm here for. So people go away, like, I should infect and affect your life. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not doing that, then I don't need to be here. I don't need to be here. Somebody else was here doing what I'm doing, then I go, oh, there's somebody doing that. I don't need to. But I am absolutely aware of my uniquity on the earth. There is no one cut like me. And that makes me very sad. And the ones who I think were most like me are all gone. And I'm possessed by them. You know. I told you guys earlier I was watching this piece on Sam Cooke. And, oh my God, I'm going to cry. Nope, don't fall. Damn it. It fell. Anyway, I'm going to say this, I'm definitely going. You know, I've said to you, this life is short, everybody. And I've said you gotta know, you gotta figure out what you're gonna do with your arc and all that stuff. But for me, and for many, you know, when I've seen this, it's a piece I never saw in Sam Cooke. You know, I'm in that class of human being who has come to Earth, who has been given a 3D HD picture of us.
And I'm not just angry about it. I'm ready to die for it and fight and kill for it. I'm that dude. It's not just words with me. Do you understand me? And Sam Cooke, if you ever want to impress me in life, let me see you do some shit unpopular when it's the most detrimental to you. I will follow you to the end of the earth. Because you've shown me your character. That's a real human being, do you understand? And there's a song, I forget the name of it now. But Sam Cooke wrote it. And everybody knew it was the song was everything. And when he started his own record company and production and all that stuff, he was one of the first, I think the first African artist to own their own masters and own their originals and all that. Which is one of the reasons why he's dead, because the white man's the devil. But his record company, the Beatles, or no, the Rolling Stones heard it. And they wanted the song. Sam owned it. So it wasn't like they could just snatch it out from under him. But the Rolling Stones wanted Mick fucking bitch ass faggot Jagger, huh? With his fucking no dancing, looks like a fucking pixie doll bullshit, which they all do. But the Rolling Stones supposed to be, oh my God, it's the Stones, and it's, you know. But you do the backstory and you find a brother like Sam Cooke. And by the way, as a little trivia piece for you, he and Muhammad Ali, you guys know one of my other ancestors, who I will wash his feet and kiss him. They were together on something. And Muhammad Ali never called anybody pretty except for himself. And he said, and he's just as pretty as me. I loved it. I teared up just to see them together. And it was just because you guys know how much I love Muhammad Ali so much. And he expresses everything I'm trying to say to you right now, because I told my nephew years ago, I said he won't be remembered as a fighter. Nobody will care. He'll be in some halls of fame and there'll be some statistics and things, but Muhammad Ali will be remembered for a great man because he didn't give a fuck. That's what I'm cut from. I'm not going to fucking Vietnam. You're the devil. You're my enemy. You're the one that's calling me a nigger. You're the one oppressing my people. You my oppressor, not the Viet Cong. On and on he went. Lost his fucking career. Done all of it. On principle, you stand. You see? That's why it's lonely for me. Because I don't know a lot of people or anybody that's as principled as me. At all times, the switch is hot. I'm ready to strike. But there was Sam Cooke. And this song, I can't remember the name of it, that the Rolling Stones wanted. And Sam Cooke thought about it. But all his buddies and his bandmates and his fellas and everybody, they was like, nah, man, nah, hell no. Y'all, you know that's the bomb song, blah, blah, blah. And he thought about it, and he said to them, he said, you won't understand it now, but you'll understand it later. I got to give him that song. I got to let him have it. And the original group that he wrote it for, that was one of his groups, I forget their name now, their version of it faded into the wall and blended. Nobody cared. You know, it was like, but the Rolling Stones, it was huge around the earth. One of the men who had been so sternly in objection to Sam Cooke doing this and was cussing and spitting about it, said when he saw that first royalty check, he understood. So Sam understood what I know. You can do good and do well. Hear that. You can do good and do well. Too many of us are caught up in doing good. Or doing well, not doing good. but both can exist. You can do good and do well. Michael Jackson, perfect example. Most famous human being ever recorded in human history. Not up for fucking discussion. Just isn't. And he was able to do well and do good. He's in the Guinness Book of World Records as the most philanthropic, famous celebrity person ever in the history of ever for giving. Michael Joseph Jackson. You can do good and do well. And Sam Cooke knew that. And maybe the universe gave it to him in that moment. Maybe that was when he learned it. When he said to his brother, I'm going to do this. You won't understand it now, but you'll understand it later. Because maybe it had just come to him. No. And that we should, you see. And the only time we give anything over this white devil is when we're going to be the beneficiaries of that. So I've broken down for you many times because I'm very good with entertainment. I told you I've been on more stages than I can remember and got out of more limousines than I can count. And I've said to you, for all the fucking My Heart Will Go On that Celine will sing, and she is a gazillionaire, the writer, bitch, the owner of the song is more gazillion than fucking Celine's gazillion. You feel me? So, for all the money the Rolling Stones would have made off that song, Sam would have made a gazillion more than that. I love it. That's when you go, okay, yo, white devil, you can have something. Go make me money. You be my slave now. You go out there and fucking work for me. Because that's what we do all the time, all fucking day. You know, every fucking NBA player out there has a white, wannabe Jew, but not Semitic, manager or agent. You know, all your rappers have fake me out, Zionist fucking, you know, like, we can't just own shit outright and go, you go work for me, bitch. You be my bitch boy. You be my bitch. You go work your bitch ass off while I take my kid to fucking Provence and we frolic on the beach or some bullshit. You know, it's exactly opposite. It's exactly opposite. I'm over it. Anyways, you called out all the atrocities and told them you did that. Oh, that was called The White Man is the Devil. That I remember. You know, but I've done different things over the years, you know, where I speak directly to white people. And so maybe I did have one there, but I know in my The White Man is the Devil video, which was widely seen, I itemized all their shit, showing that you are the devil. You are. You must be. What else do I call you? You're the devil. That's going to be true whether I say it or not. You just are. Facts proclaimed. So, anyways, that's the cloth I'm cut from, everybody. That's the cloth I'm cut from. And my biggest frustration in life is fulfilling my destiny before I leave this earth. Because I know the fraternity that I'm in and that I'm possessed by. And while I do and have done so much, I have not reached my mission. Last thing I'm saying, many years ago, one of my coworkers, a job I was working at the time, she was a Latina actually. She was older than me. And she used to call me Lali, just as a nickname. And I was telling her this one day. This is years ago. And I was saying, you know, I know I was sent to Earth for something great, and I'm on my mission to find that. I've been saying this since I was a kid, everybody. And says, Lolly, maybe you've done it or you're doing it already. Maybe you think it's something big, but it's not. It's all the million little things that you do. I'm like, nah, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. I know all the good that I do and where my heart is. That's why I was telling Angeline earlier in the stream when she was talking about her cousin staying with her and she's charging $300. I'm never going to agree with that. You know, there's some nuance we can talk about, and I think we can come to some common ground. But I just think if people are staying with you, let them stay with their money and move out. You know, you don't need to be charging people like that's now you suddenly got an income. You know, I'm not going to be with that because it goes against my fabric of what what is righteous, you know, and fair and decent and right. And no, I'm here to leave a mark on the earth. You know, I'm here to leave a mark on the earth, and I think it's, you know, I didn't see. We saw the fruition of Malcolm. You know, we saw the fruition of Muhammad Ali. And on and on. We see the fruition of these great people. You know. But what was their journey? That's also very frustrating to me. What was their journey? What was their journey? Because am I on a journey? Because I must be, because I haven't made my mark. So I need to be able to compare that to another journey, or at least feel it out. Say, okay, well, let's see. All right, I see what Fannie Lou was doing at, you know, that's what she was doing. Okay, look over at so-and-so. Okay, all right, Medgar was doing that. Okay, such a, you know, I just kind of, I can't gauge it, you know. I can't gauge it. But it for sure is happening. That I know. That I know. That I know. But everything happens for a reason. That's why I have been guided. That's why I always tell you guys, listen to the universe. Listen to the whisper. The whisper. The whisper. Get you out of the way. Because that's the only way you can be on pure guidance. You know. You must give in. You must. You must. And then you can be purely guided and you end up where you're supposed to end up. It's just the time frame is really fucking me up right now. You know, because I have been ready. I think. But it kind of goes back to the Star Wars movie with the Jedi. When Luke was saying, I am ready. I'm ready. And they're like, slow down, homie. You ain't ready. You haven't honed your skills. You haven't built your own lightsaber, and you must confront Vader. So you're not really ready right now. You're just not really ready. So that's a metaphor for me as well. You know, I feel like I'm ready. I've been ready. The dude that sits in front of you now is the dude that was the same dude in fucking 3rd grade, in fucking middle school, and fucking junior high, and high school, college, everything. I'm still the same dude. I told you guys the story. It really came to, I used to always tell my brothers and sisters, like, if you ask me, I'm going to tell you. I don't know how to lie. So I would just tell on them. I'm not trying to be malicious, just my parents or my grandmother would come to me and say, such and such, you know such, I'd be like, yeah, such and such did it. I just tell. That was my beginning. But then my leap, really, my first quantum leap was 3rd grade when Miss Jones and her bitch-ass mother, white bitches, look like crypt keepers, both of them, especially her mama. I think the bitch has scoliosis. But anyway. So when we go out to PE, they don't call on me. You know. Now, my parents were feeding me the right things. So, because you got to be able to know when you see it. So, I knew something's not right here. This bitch is not calling on me. and it's on purpose. So I went home, told my parents, at a day of their choosing, my classroom door opened, and there the fuck they were. My father was in one of his tailored suits with his fez, and my stepmother looked like she just the fucking Queen of Sheba with all the shit, like they just crossed the desert. And they were a vision. I was used to this, but it's kind of like coming to America when you see them in your class. Like, I really related to when Akeem's parents came to America with all the extravagance. I'm like, that was my parents coming to my third grade classroom. So they pulled both Miss Joneses, they bitch asses out in the hall. They was out there for a minute, homie. They never told me what they said to her. All they did was follow up me later and go, you still have any problems with Miss Jones? I'm like, no. All I know is once they talked to them bitches, I was called on. So that struck my young mind. I can do something about that. But I never was like, ooh, just like I was never malicious about telling my brothers and sisters. Here I understand, oh, you can do something about it, but not just to do something about it. Like, it's kind of like, Superman only shows his S when he needs to. Lois is in trouble. Quick, Superman, So it's like that. Like, you do it when the shit is needed. Like, not just because you can. And that, I've never not been that. I've never not been that. I can't live any other way, do you understand? I can't. So, I'm ready. I'm ready. I've been ready. I've been ready. I've been ready. I've been ready. Anyways, inshallah, God willing, we will be together again tomorrow at some point, inshallah. I thank all of you who were able to come and be a part of the stream and to contribute and be a part of. Hopefully I was able to answer your questions and to, be of value for you. Shout out to Margaret. Just Margaret. I'm going to leave it at that for tonight. Because I'm too lazy to say your last name. And also, I will promote this, you guys. I will say, don't forget, I'm still moving to Africa. Like, there's no holiday on that. Epidemic or fucking not. And damn it, I told you guys the last time, I know we were over, but see, we've had other donations since that. So, but I know we're well over $5,000 now. I told you we've blown over the halfway mark. Everybody, our goal is $10,000. I think when I reported to you last time, we were at like probably 5,300. I feel like it's now 5,000, probably 500, give or take. And I'm encouraged. I'll get those numbers together so that I can give you more accurate thing. I do remember that I read to you something like a total of $612 have been donated just on the Cash App. I was really pleased about that. I really think Cash App is the easiest thing to you guys. It's so no issue. Like, GoFundMe is no problem either. You can go to GoFundMe. You go to GoFundMe and then you hit in the search. You put "Send the Jedi to Africa," and my campaign will come up. You'll see me. You can donate there, or you can go on Cash App, and it's the Jedi 1814. That's my Cash App tag. And I should also say this, because I think I mentioned this before, but I don't ever remember to mention it. If you've never used Cash App, everybody, the moment you go to Cash App and send a donation to this campaign, you're going to get $5. You're going to get $5. So whatever you send, I don't think there's even a minimum amount that you have to do to get it. They just give you that for using the Cash App. So if you just donate $5, boom, you just essentially got your $5 for free. Like, that's a good hustle. You understand? So I'd like to see my people do that because you get something, you know. But you know, if you feel better doing it on GoFundMe, then you do that. But everybody has at least 4 quarters. Everybody, and I've been so the biggest frustration of this has been that since I announced this campaign, I don't know how long it's been now. I would say a year and a half, 2 years, whatever it's been. $10,000. I've had hundreds of thousands of views on this fucking channel. We should have been done. Done. It should be a thing of the past. And we wouldn't be where we're at now but for the serious, dedicated, generous, understanding ones who have gone well above and beyond $1. So-and-so gave $100. So-and-so gave $1,000. So-and-so gave $1,000. So-and-so gave $200. So-and-so gave 50. So-and-so, I mean, it's just, you know, and God bless the very few who have given just $1. They're just as important as the ones that gave $1,000. I'm going to say that till I take my last breath. It all matters. But I don't see how people can know that this is the thing that means the most to me in life and hear my plea and then they don't help me out. Like, I can't. So if you're under the sound of my voice, you've got at least 4 quarters, even in a pandemic, and you probably won't get a stimulus check, so you're not going to be out of it you're not going to be out of it. You're getting free money. So think about your brother. Think about me. Think about me. Think about me. Think about me. Or like and I think I said it already. Or you can go to the Cash App. I think I said it already. Cash App, I'm the Jedi 1814. You don't need to space anything. You don't need to capitalize. It's the Jedi 1814. The Jedi and my wife's album was the Rhythm Nation 1814. So it's easy to remember. The Jedi 1814. Because Janet is my wife and I will fight you. So, yeah. My soul will not be settled until I'm on African soil. I'm clear about that. I'm clear about that. I just regret that I didn't think about this before I did. You know, but like, I mean, why wasn't I thinking about this when I was in high school? When you know better, you do better. You're supposed to. You know. And that's the only thing I regret. I'd be well established on the continent now. You know, or if my people had been more quicker with the donation, maybe I would have been out of here before the fucking corona came, because when I started the campaign, it literally was titled Send the Jedi to Africa in 2020. And knowing my people, I said, I have to start this early because I know my people. Whereas anybody else, I see it all the time on YouTube or any place else. I see where people, some white fucker, guys, we're raising such, we need such, and then the next fucking day they have all the shit. Way more than they asked and all the shit. Just did it, done, it's over. But I literally had people that will want to question you over a fucking dollar. If you gotta question that, don't give me a fucking thing. Take your bitch ass off someplace and die alone. You don't understand my character, my passion by now, you don't need to fucking watch me. Because that means you're never going to get it. So go away and die slowly alone. Do that for the rest of us. Do that. We'll be better off that way. You understand? There's no reason why it should take this long. I could see it if I was raising $100,000. You know. But $10,000 is not no money, everybody. It's not. It's not. But it is when you're moving to Ghana, West Africa. Do you understand? It is. It is. You know, like I've had at one time, like this minute, I could bring it out and show it to you. I've had $15,000 at one time in my life. Like this is my 15 grand right here. I've had that, and I can tell you, it's not no money. It's not no money. It's not no money. Like I learned money very early on in life, and luckily I've never had a toxic relationship with money. I'm not into stuff. I'm not extravagant. I don't have any worldly. I'm just not interested in stuff. Like I don't give a fuck about. I don't care. Trendy and the latest this and an iPhone and fuck all of that. I've always had a very healthy relationship with money because I'm not into it. And so, but I understand it. And I also know money is very toxic. That's why I was saying earlier in the stream when I said, you know, when I was talking to, when I was just telling you guys, sometimes people don't need a handout, they need a hand up. Like, don't loan people money, give it to them so they can just be better off. And that's what I was explaining to you about the stimulus. Like, this is exactly what black people need right now. Like, you don't got to pay this back. It's not taxable. It's like it never happened. Just take your money. And this could make a big difference for many of our people. It's just the thing they needed. Yeah, you know, because that for that sister that maybe she gets a welfare check, you know, but she's not really good with money, and you know she's got some kids, and then she's in a cycle of borrowing, you see, and so, girl, let me borrow $20 so I got my check. Now she's $20 in the deficit on her check when she gets it. Girl, let me borrow. Now she's another $20 on the, you know, or whatever she's borrowed. She's in the arrears now. So now all of her other shit that she has to pay, plus that she was already short and had to borrow money. We'll just leave it at $20. It can represent whatever amount we want. We'll just say 20. She's down that $20. So she's got a working deficit going on that she's never really pulling out of. Because the moment she pays somebody back, she's still down that $20. You see? That's why a lot of black folks don't pay money back. And you got to take them to fucking Judge Judy. Because they're behind. And they're just looking for a reason not to pay your money. Sadly. Because they really need you to give them the $20, but they knew you weren't going to do that because you are like the rest of humanity. So they say, can I borrow it? But it's really a detriment to them that they borrowed it because they got to give it back to you now. You're a debt. I always see that. So I give people money here because they must be behind if they were asking for it to begin with. Maybe they didn't really ask for what they really needed. They asked for what they thought they could get. Maybe I had more I could have gave them. You know? But they needed a hand up. Not a loan. It's not a handout. It's just I can get to that other rung, but there's 4 fucking rungs on this ladder that's missing. Can you just push me up there? All right, man, I got you. You feel me? They go on and soar. Done. Spread your wings and fly. You know? So I understand that so clearly. I do. I get it. I know what that is. I do. You know? So this, that's one of the things I like about this stimulus thing. You know, if we get it, it'll be good for my people because I know that a lot of my people are in just the scenario that I just described to you. And this is just that thing. So they don't got to pay Laquita back her $20. You know? This is just what they needed to fix everything they needed that was in arrears, and the pawn shop and the fucking rent to own or some bullshit or whatever. And now, or the braid sister that they owe. And they can get all that taken care of, plus they rent, get the kids together, blah, 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 and they still got a little something left. Final. That's what I see from my people You know, there's that element of my people that are out there, and those are the ones that I really want this for. You know. Oh man, I've been calling people, and even I accost brothers on the, you know, when I'm out in public, that you could tell haven't had a job in probably forever or maybe never, and I tell them you can get a check, you know, because there's a thing on the website for people that have never filed because they just didn't have any reportable income or no income. Take your bitch ass and apply, put your shit in so you get your fucking check done, you know, and take your ass and apply for fucking unemployment right now today, you know. A lot of people don't realize that they can even get this, you know. Yes, you can. And like I told one of my brothers yesterday, who's got 90 kids and a disastrous life, but that's something else I'll put in the book. But as I told him, if you don't try, then you definitely not gonna get it. So try, 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 and trust Allah. You know. My wife has a song on, I think it's the Demita Joe album. Trust a try. But you must give trust a try. Gotta be strong with this love, hold on. Gotta trust in me, and we will see true victory. We'll love with these. Baby, please trust in me. It'll be heavenly. But you must give trust a try. Oh, she's bad, man. Janet, go listen to Trust a Try, everybody. I love you all, and inshallah we'll be together tomorrow. Shiro, I got you on the Ramadan thing. Khalifa, we're definitely going to follow up on that. I will stalk you. And everybody else that that was here today, tonight, um, God willing, we will all get a chance to reassemble tomorrow. I love you guys all. That's why I'm here. I'll see you soon.